NFL regular season is finished. Does that mean that opportunities here on Pub Sports Radio have come to an end? No!
The NFL playoffs are here, and so is the Pub Sports Radio Confidence Pool. $100 to enter, with only 3% going to cover credit card fees. And as always, top 10% gets paid.
There are 13 NFL playoff games culminating in the Super Bowl in Santa Clara, California. 6 games in the wild card round, 4 in the divisional round, 2 in the conference round, and then the Super Bowl, which means you have 13 slots to fill. And you have to decide how confident you are on each game. Now, these picks are straight up. They are not against the spread. Each week, before the kickoff of the first game, you must have your picks in. PubSportsRadio.com. So your most confident bet of the entire playoffs would fill your 13th slot. Your least confident spot, the one you question and you're not sure of, will be the number 1 slot. And you fill in these slots as we go through the playoffs. The capper with the most points, when it's all said and done, wins the confidence pool.
Sign up right now at PubSportsRadio.com.
Get that cash. Get it. Get it. FL Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Our final week, regular season week of the season, and so much up for grabs, especially in our Cappers contest. Our Cappers contest coming down to the wire. Will the Earl Sports brothers hold on and be victorious in the Cappers contest? Does anybody have a perfect week within them? Because Nicholas, or the Earl Sports brothers, as well as Luke Burrow, are tied for our Harbor Acres Cottages $1,000 perfect week bonus as well. There are about 8 of us within 2 points here of the leaders, Peter Loshak, Troy Torrance. We'll go over all of that. Thank you guys for joining us. Great to see everybody. Justin McKelvey, Stacks Play Today 1 and 2 in business here. Titans, Jaguars over, and the Vikings team total over 23.5. Let's get this all copied and pasted. Great to see all of you guys. We got Uncle Eddie in the house. Slatsy saying Nico Collins is out for the Texans today. Robert McCormack, Zoe Cole, Nasty Nate on his way to tailgate of the Pats game. Man, that sounds glorious. Noel in the house. T-Moss, Robert McCormack, Dennis Garcia says the Cleveland Browns total now 46. Jojo Rabbit in the house. Elite picks. Man, Bear Pig, Maddie Ice, Martez Denny in the house, Nicholas Handy, Mark Nick, Old E, he'll be joining us, and there is Nordy in the house. Does anyone know if the Rams win? Do they leap? The 49ers finish 5th? Yes, and that's why the line has moved from about 7.5 to 14 or 14.5. Domo in the house, great to see all of you guys. We have a great show. Avon Polo in the house. KV smells good, ready to rock with us. We have Bobano, Spooner, Salty Pete, Just My 2 Cents, Big Mastro, The Sweaty Butcher, Kong's Clips, Old E, and Jose Bouquet. Steve G in the house. There is the Pipe Layer. Great to see all of you guys. So, action for me. I have Bengals -7, Bengals double result. Tennessee, Jacksonville, first half over, full game over. Texans, first half and full game. I have the Chargers team total over 12.5. Chiefs double result. New England, first half, team total over 13.5. I have the unders in Washington, Philadelphia, unders that I smoked. First half under 20.5, full game under 41.5. We'll go over all of this. I have Vikings -7.5. Vikings double result at -135. This was before what we had hoped would happen, that J.J. McCarthy would be in the lineup, which is what happened. And the Packers team total under 14.5. Important notables: Riley Leonard is starting for the Colts. Clayton Tune is starting for the Packers. Trey Lance starting for the Chargers. And Kenny Pickett and Aiden O'Connell are both going to play, is what we've been told. They're both going to be in a rotation for the Raiders. Quarterback Josh Johnson starting for the Commanders. TJ Watt is back for the Steelers. Running backs Javonte Williams and Malik Davis are both out for the Cowboys. Kamari Laster is out for the Texans, and so is Nico Collins. That's our situation. There's Just My 2 Cents in the house. Great to see all of you guys. Now let's get right to work. We start with our number 1 capper. He is about to be our first 2-time champion, if he can hold on till the end of the playoffs. He was our season 2 champion as well. And he has been just a show of force But what's impressed me the most is the consistency. He's been with us every single week since week 2. He's been in the lead since the end of week 4. He's never had anyone come close. Now TJ's making a run in second place. TJ's up 16 units on like 50 bets. It's very impressive what TJ's doing as well. But Bobano's very worst week out of 16 was 4-5, down 1.71 units. He has never been 2 games under 500 in a week. I mean, his next worst week is 5-6. Worst week after that, 4-5. He's just the consistency, the quality, unparalleled. He's putting together the finest season that we've had in 5 years of NFL Pub. Now let's continue it. Please welcome the star of the Ice Guys, the NBA OG show, and the Hitting the Books YouTube channel, Mr. Ian Cameron, to the show. Bobano, how are you?
I'm good. This is it. Last week of the regular season, Jimmy. Let's see if we can keep it going.
Let's see. And what a show of force. What a performance you put on this year. Excellent work. Let's get right to it. 1 p.m. Eastern. We start with the New Orleans Saints, 6-10, 3-5 on the road. The Atlanta Falcons, 7-9, 3-4 at home. We're at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. Let's get into the line history here. From a spread perspective, we have the Falcons -3.5. -3.5, -105. The look ahead. Oh, there was no look aheads week 18. This opened up at 2 and then got up here at this site. There were look aheads at other sites, but where we used to play poker, there were no look aheads. This is now a 3.5, a 1.5 move towards the Atlanta Falcons. And of course, if the Falcons win, they knock their hated rivals, the Buccaneers, out of the playoffs. There's nothing that they would like more. But I'm sure that the Saints would like to put on a show themselves, and Kellen Moore has this team moving in the right direction, obviously, with Shuck at quarterback. From a total perspective, we have a 43.5. This opened up at 43, so a half-point move towards the over. For the Saints, Olave is out. He's sick and out. Kamara is out as well. Olave probably should have been in the notables off the top. For the Falcons, they're a pretty healthy group, but Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and Darnell Mooney have been on the injury report all week, questionable all week. We expect them all to go. Phillips, their cornerback, is out. So is defensive end Brandon Dorless. Ian Cameron, game 1 for you. Take it away.
Yeah, I'm still going to back New Orleans here. I hate this spot for Atlanta coming off the big win against the Rams. Short week, Monday Night Football. I don't trust them laying more than a field goal. I've seen enough of this Raheem Morris coach team over the years to know that when they have a really big game, they don't follow it up half the time. It wouldn't shock me if New Orleans is live here. And I like the way the Saints are playing. I mean, they're a point spread machine right now. They've won 4 in a row straight up. 6-1 against the spread. Does bother me there's no Olave. Who's going to step up at receiver now in the passing game? That is a big concern for me going into this game. But I still think it is a beautiful spot to try to go against this Falcons team. I do not trust them on a short week off a win like that against the Rams. So give me the +3.5, -110 with the Saints. I like this over, too. I think we're going to see points. The one thing I think the Falcons will be able to do is run it with Bijan against the Saints. And I don't trust the Atlanta defense to do what they did last week. Yeah, they forced a bunch of turnovers, but I like what I'm seeing from the Saints here right now. Offensively, they should move the ball as well. So no weather issues indoors. So over 43, -104.
Over 43, -104. The Saints +3.5, -110. Great to see everybody. Isaiah Scurry, Spenny Pennybombs, Vincent Hawkins, Troy Torrance, Steve G, Slatsy, LALV. Great to see all of you guys. Thank you for joining us. We have Justin McKelvey moving on Bijan, 125 plus rush and receiving as well. And don't forget, we had it off the top, but our confidence pool signups will be open tonight. Starting tonight, we'll be talking about that on our live stream this evening. Confidence pool is up. Next up for us, for Bobano, Cleveland Browns, 4-12, 1-6 on the road. Cincinnati Bengals, 6-10, 3-5 at home. Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. 34 Fahrenheit, sunny, 1 mile per hour winds. Line history-wise, we have a total here of 45.5. This one opened up at 45, dropped down to 44.5, climbed up to 45.5. Dennis Garcia talking about seeing the 46s on the board. From a spread look, we have the Bengals now -9 or 9.5. This line has been moving pretty quick towards them, even since this morning. We have a 1.5 move because it did go back from 8 to 7.5. This opened up at 7. It moved to 8, and then it came back to 7.5 this morning. Now we have a 9, which does make me feel good as I'm on both the Bengals and the double result. Cash flow wise here for this one, 81% of the tickets, 87% of the cash on the Bengals, 57% of tickets on the under, 70% of cash on the over. And injury wise, Harold Fannin Jr. and Njoku are both out. Linebacker Carson Schwessinger is being a monster. He's out. Winston Reed, another linebacker, is out. Then for the Bengals, Joseph Ossai has been out for a little bit. They're their defensive end. Center Matt Lee is out. Wide receiver Charlie Jones, depth receiver, and cornerback Josh Newton are out as well. Ian Cameron, game 2 on your slate. Take it away.
Yeah. So early in the week, my first thought was, it's an in-state rivalry game. Browns are showing some life. Great win last week. Don't trust the Bengals laying points. Give me Cleveland was my first thought. And I started to think about it more. And I see how emotional that win was, really hurting the Pittsburgh Steelers last week in their home finale, Cleveland, to really hurt Pittsburgh and force them to have to play a winner-take-all game tonight against Baltimore to win the division and make the playoffs. And I'm wondering if the Browns are going to hit a wall here. I really am worried and petrified about that. Not to mention they're the tight end issues, cluster injuries. That means we're going to see a lot of the spring football legend at tight end here today for Cleveland. Sal Cannella. You're going to get ready to see that guy a lot here today. That guy played so many, because I bet UFL and USFL and XFL, all those spring leagues over the years, and he's been playing there a lot. So he's now with the Browns, and you're going to see him a lot now because that's who they're down to pretty much at tight end. I think Whitehurst, there's someone else too. But yeah, they're thin at tight end. Yeah, I'm worried about the Browns a little bit in this spot. They fought the good fight last week. Cincinnati, too. Remember last year, they had a dismal record, and then in the last 4 or 5 games, they won out the rest of the way and finished the season strong. And wouldn't you know it, they're doing the same damn thing right now, looking to finish the season strong. Zach Taylor, all his quotes this week where we got to finish strong. We got to finish it the right way, send our home fans out with a win. And looks like from offensively, the Bengals want to do that because they have been lighting it up the last 2 weeks. I mean, just up and down the field offensively against Arizona and Miami in these last 2 wins. So I'm going to go with the Bengals team total here, over 27.5 at -104. I want to note with the Browns defense, they're still a little susceptible. They've given up 26 plus 3 of the last 4, and they're actually, the road home split with the Brown defense is alive again. 32 points per game allowed this year on the road. Just like last year and the year before even, the Browns defense was never as good on the road for some reason. So I like that Bengals team total over 27.5. I'm also going to take the full game over as well. Personally, I've got a little bit more on the Bengals team total, but I will put the full game over 45.5 -112 on the card as well.
And what was the VIG on the team total over 27?
Team total was -104 with that 27.5.
-104 here, Bengals team total over, and the over 45.5. I'm with the same idea. Now, I do believe that Shedeur Sanders is capable of.
I think they'll score some points, Cleveland. They're not
Monster
going to get
day,
totally shut down.
trying to keep them in it. I'm right with you here. Nuke Worker, the anytime interceptions, Leonard, Toon, and Lance for the Nuke Worker at +385. The interception whisperer. Let's roll on. Next up for us with our guy Bobano, currently leading out of 33 cappers, trying to become our first 2-time champion of NFL Pub Hub. We're in season 5. Dallas Cowboys 7-8-1, 3-5 on the road. New York Giants 3-13, 2-5 at home. We're at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. 35 Fahrenheit, partly sunny, 6-mile-per-hour winds. We have the Giants a +3 now. So we have seen this go from 3.5 to 3 this morning. Of course, this opened up at 6. So we've had a big move towards the Giants continuing here. From a total standpoint, we have this one sitting at 49.5. I was very interested in the under. I just don't want to be too involved in these games where there's nothing to play for, and I just let it go. We talked about it on Tuesday. I want to try to stay out of these games where, very questionable motivation. From a cash flow standpoint here, we have 55% of the tickets in cash on the Cowboys, 54% of tickets on the over, and 67% of cash on the over. We talked about the Cowboys missing Javonte Williams and Malik Davis, their top 2 running backs. DeMarvorian Overshown is out with the concussion. Guard TJ Bass is out with a knee injury. And Siobhan Revell Jr., a cornerback, is out as well. For the Giants, it's pretty ugly. Cordell Flott, cornerback, out. Javon Holland, safety, out. Theo Johnson, sick. But, of course, he was at the Knicks game. Evan Neal, offensive lineman, out. Wan'Dale Robinson, out. Wan'Dale Robinson, the first wide receiver 5'8" or smaller to catch for.
Did we lose
Muted,
you,
Jimmy.
Johnny? I think we did. Yep.
We lost your mic.
Don't know. Here, I'll have to switch over to a different audio. But you know what? Let's just sorry about that. Roll. I hope you guys heard about Wan'Dale Robinson, but whatever. Let's roll on. Take it away for us, Bobano, Cowboys, Giants.
Yeah, it's there's a lot as far as personnel on both sides of the football. God, the 3.5's gone. I think they are. Oh boy, they are. I don't know if I want to take them. I have Giants plus 3.5 at like even money, minus 105. Real good price too, but I don't think that's available right now from what I'm seeing. I'm just looking around. It's mostly 3. All right, we'll do plus 3 even money, plus 100. Plus 3 even money, plus 100 on the New York. I still can't lay it with Dallas on the road. No chance. Because I think when you look at this Dallas team, their defense still sucks. It's gone right back in the downhill again since they've been eliminated from the playoffs. Dallas 0-4 against the spread since they've been eliminated from the playoffs, too. They haven't covered a point spread yet since they got officially knocked out. The Giants, okay, it was the Raiders. Raiders probably don't want any parts of winning right now. That probably played a part in it, but still the Giants played well. You know, it's their final home game. I think there's just a little bit more incentive for the Giants here, personally, than the Cowboys, especially with Jackson Dart still playing. That kid's a competitor. He doesn't want to come out here and lose. You know, he wants to come out here and win. So, like I said, I think the Giants can win this game. And I personally got 3.5 on it, but I will give it out at plus 3, plus 100 with the 3.5's gone. I'm also going to go over 49, minus 110 as well. I think we can get into the 50s here. I mean, it was 40-37 earlier this year in Dallas, and Russell Wilson started at quarterback that day. So I think we can get 50s from these two offenses, which are the superior units, by the way, still for both of these teams.
Giants plus 3, plus 100, and the over 49, minus 110, which leads.
It's like it's automatically muting himself. It's like his mic's automatically like
I don't know why that's
muted
happening
for some reason.
here.
Yeah, did it again.
And I think I'm still on. Okay, sorry. Let me just check one more time. I don't know what the hell's going on, but I will when Bobano takes over, I'll re-plug everything in again. Titans, Jaguars, Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida, 58 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 8 miles per hour. Please let me know if my mic for whatever reason drops out again. Line history-wise, we have a total of 46.5. This one opened up at 45, quickly moved up to 47.5, and now has dropped a point to 46.5. I am nervous about my overs in this one, quite nervous. And then from a side perspective, Jacksonville minus 13.5 at minus 115. Opened up minus 11, dropped down to 10.5. Now we're up to 13.5. And when we get to the cash flow for this spot, we have 60% of the tickets on the under and 79% of the cash on the under. Now 61 and 79. 79% of the tickets and 91% of the cash is on Jacksonville here. And, you know, for good reason. This team is rolling. They still have hopes, even though, of course, the Chargers have to menace in Denver for their hopes to be realized. But they're still looking to get to the top of the conference and get that number 1 seed.
And they still need a win to clinch the division as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Cornerback Jalen Armour Davis out, Gunnar Helm out, wide receiver Van Jefferson out, outside linebacker. There's 2 of them out, but the Arden Key is the main one. Oladejo is another one. Armani Hooker not going to play. The safety is doubtful. And the Jaguars are a pretty healthy group. Offensive tackle Patrick McCarry and linebacker Jalen McLeod are out. Here we go. Ian Cameron, your next spot on the board. Titans, Jaguars, take it away.
Well, we just saw the Titans give up 34 points to Tyler Shuck and the Saints last week. I think Jacksonville's capable of 31 against them here at home, and so I'm on your full game over as well that you mentioned, but I'm also on Jacksonville team total over 30.5 here, which you can get at minus 105. So Jacksonville team total over 30.5 minus 105. Full game over 46 minus. There is a 46 out there. Excellent. 46 minus 115. With the full game over as well. I think Jacksonville scores 31, and you get probably 17-20 out of Tennessee, and there's your over here in this game. Jacksonville should move the football, though. Tennessee's still a bottom-tier defense, in my opinion. And then you flip it around to all of a sudden, look, this Tennessee offense has shown some capability here the last few weeks of the season. Cam Ward's playing a little bit better. They're running the ball. They've scored 24-plus in 4 straight games, the Titans. And I think they can contribute enough for that full game over as well. So I'm on Jags team total over and that full game over here.
Over 46 minus 115. And sorry, I was just replugging everything. What's the Jacksonville team total?
It's minus 105, 30.5.
Over 30.5 at minus 105. We need the Titans to threaten a little bit in this game for us to cash this. We can't have there's a very real possibility that Jacksonville's up heavy and they just start running the ball and put the game
turns lopsided in a clock killing expedition, right?
Yes. So we certainly it'd be Titan. We also need Titans to score early. There's a couple things that we're going to need here, which are within the range of possibilities. Next spot here for Bobano, 4:25 p.m. Eastern. We have the Miami Dolphins 7-9, 2-5 on the road at New England Patriots 13-3, 5-3 at home at Gillette Stadium, Foxborough. And our guy Nasty Nate on his way to the tailgate here at Gillette Stadium right now. Have a great time, Nate, my man. And we'll be getting to rock with Nate at Pupapalooza here shortly. 31 Fahrenheit, partly sunny, 6-mile-per-hour winds for that parking lot that will be awaiting booze from our Nasty Nate. Let's talk about the side here for the Dolphins. Patriots are minus 13.5. Opened up at 9.5, now 13.5. 4-point move towards them. Big move. From a total standpoint, I have the first half team total over for the Patriots. I guess the fear of the Jaguar situation kind of gotten me here. And looking back, I'd prefer, if I could have taken just the Jaguars first half team, maybe I might add that. I don't want to have 3 units on that game. I take that back. I'm not going to add another one. So this total is at 45.5. Here we have a total that opened up at 45.5 and did not move all week long. Just sat there at 45.5. Cash flow wise here, we have 82% of the tickets, 92% of the cash on the Patriots, 65% of tickets on the under, and 61% of cash on that under. And on the injury report, Minkah Fitzpatrick is out. Devon Achane, doubtful, not expected to be in the lineup. So also Chop Robinson, why would he come back from concussion to play here? I don't know if he's been cleared or not, but I did not expect him to be in the lineup. There's a lot of questionables for the Dolphins that we're just unsure if they're going to play or not. For the Patriots, Spillane, linebacker, he's still out with the foot injury. Tonga, the defensive tackle, also out with the foot injury. Jared Wilson, guard, concussion, he is out. And Harold Landry, linebacker, is out. So there's 3 players on the defense. Well, Spillane's been out for a few weeks, so they're pretty comfortable with that. Take it away for us here, Bobano, Dolphins, Patriots.
Yeah, I made the same bet you did with the. Actually, I'm going to do a. Do I want to put both on the card? We'll see. I like that Patriots team total over 13.5 minus 140 first half. That's the one I like the most. I think I'm just going to stick with that. I've got full game over 29.5 with the Patriots team total as well, but north of 28, I don't think I want it. I like the first half because I think that's where they're going to be dialed in. Drake May in the offense will roll early. I think they get the 14 plus you need in that opening half of the game. So I'm just going to stick with that here, Patriots. And by the way, that injury report tells you all you need to know about Miami's interest in this game. I mean, Achane, Waddle, you go on down the list. I'm not sure if any of those guys are going to suit up, quite honestly. So I think New England rolls particularly early.
Oh, man, would love to be in that parking lot with Nasty Nate. Have fun this morning, man. 4:25 p.m. Eastern. Next up, Washington Commanders 4-12, 2-6 on the road at the Philadelphia Eagles, 11-5, 5-2 a homer at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 37 Fahrenheit, sunny, 6-mile-per-hour winds. Of course, the weather. This is the 4th take of the weather that we do throughout the week. We keep hammering the weather, so this is the latest weather information. So we have these. Let's start with the total, as this total has dropped down to 38.5. I did move on to 41.5 on Tuesday, and the first half under as well on Tuesday. So we've gone from, and I was a little late to the party. This gone from 42.5 down to 38.5. So a 4-point move towards the under. From a point spread standpoint here, we have Philly minus 3.5. Now I'm looking at, there's 3s on the board now as well. I'm looking at 3.5. This opened minus 13. Good God, that's a giant line move. From a cash flow perspective, we have 64% of tickets, 63% of cash on the Eagles, 63% of tickets on the under, 52% of cash on the over. And from a injury standpoint, of course, Josh Johnson starting at quarterback, Daniels and Mariota out, and Laramie Tunsil at tackles out. They're hoping that Brandon Coleman can play with Tunsil being out. Brandon Coleman also a tackle and a guard. He can play in different situations. For the Eagles, they're all out. Jalen Carter, Nakobe Dean, Marcus Epps, Dallas Goedert, Lane Johnson, Jalen Phillips. They're letting go here. Take it away, Ian.
They are, but I think the bigger absences are on the defensive side of the football. Jalen Phillips and Jalen Carter, and you mentioned Epps, you mentioned Nakobe Dean. There's a lot missing here for the Eagles. And my first thought early in the week was, wow, this Washington offensive line's banged up. It's riddled with injuries. How's it going to stack up against the Philly defense? Well, the Philly defense is a skeleton crew here this afternoon. So I'm actually opposite you on the total. The bet here is, for me, is over 38 at the deflated number right now. I'm a Tanner McKee fan. He lit it up in the preseason. Now, maybe I'm a prisoner of that moment, and he's going to stink today. But let's not forget, Tanner McKee looked really good, really polished in the preseason for the Eagles, and he's facing a Washington defense that's not very good. It's been a bottom-tier defensive team all season long. So I think even missing a few skill position weapons and Lane Johnson on the O-line, that Tanner McKee can move the football here a little bit in this game. And Josh Johnson, he's at least a veteran quarterback, unlike Oladokin and Brosmer and all these other quarterbacks we've seen filling in. He can move the team. He did that against Dallas on Christmas Day. They had some success offensively. He got the ball in the open field to Samuel and a lot of his receivers. So I think Washington can move it a bit. And the bottom line now with where this number is I'm not asking for an all-out shootout here to cash this over. The total's down low enough that, 21-20 could get you paid here with this over. So I like over 38 here, minus 110.
You are in business, and 21-20 would get us both paid, as yes. I've got the 41.5.
That's why I said that score specifically. We can all be happy.
Thank you. What was the VIG on the 38.5?
Minus 110.
You're in business. Next up on the board for Bobana, we have the New York Jets, 3-13, 1-6 on the road at the Buffalo Bills, Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. The last game at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, 28 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 10-mile-per-hour winds. Because it's the last game, that we feel like that's a big reason why Josh Allen is in the lineup here today. He has been battling the foot injury. It is kind of questionable. How long will he be in the lineup is the bigger question, probably.
I'm shocked he's playing at all, but I think he wants a piece of this final home game ever at Highmark Stadium. I think if it wasn't for the final home game stadium angle, he wouldn't be seeing a snap today.
I agree, and I still would have said no,
yeah.
Josh. You're sitting. But I mean, maybe I wouldn't have. Look, he's the straw. So maybe I wouldn't have. I take that back. If your star player says, "Look, I need to be out there," what are you going to say? Sit down and be quiet. Minus 13 is the opener. Drop down to 7.5 and a flat 7 down. Drop down to a 6.5. This was a 6.5 on Friday. Now we're back at 10 with the news that Josh Allen's going to play. But again, for how long? From a total standpoint here, we have this sitting at. Sorry, I don't know why it's not. Here we go. At 37.5, just dropping and dropping and dropping. It opened up at 42, now 37.5. Very, very low. Cash flow-wise here, this is second last game on the board here for Bobano. 85% of the tickets, 88% of cash on the Bills, 53% of tickets on the under, 52% of cash on that under. And from the injury report, we know that the Jets are sitting a lot. Michael Clemens, defensive lineman, Isaiah Davis, running back, Xavier Newman-Johnson, lineman. We have Stiggers at cornerback. He's out. Mason Taylor and Jelani Woods, both tight ends, are out. And we don't know if Breece Hall is going to play. He's listed as questionable at this point. And, of course, it's Cook at quarterback. For the Bills, Terrell Bernard, Daquan Jones, and Jordan Poyer, three big pieces of the defense, are all out. And, why is Joey Bosa out there? Why is Dalton Kincaid out there? They're questionable. How long are they going to play? Jordan Phillips questionable at all. I just don't see these guys playing very long, if at all. Bobano, take it away. Your second to last game, Jets Bills.
So I'm just looking. 3 of the last 4 first halves, the New York Jets have given up 14-plus points in the first half. Does that look like a team that gives a shit? And it has given any sort of effort. I've seen nothing but QUIT from this New York Jets team for the last few weeks. So I came on here. I had Buffalo double result written down. I can't give it out now. This crazy move at minus 175 now with that. No, not at that price. I have minus 140 on Buffalo double result. And that was obviously placed a couple days ago. But now with the Allen news, the price has skyrocketed. So I'm kind of pivoting to find out how I'm going to approach this. And I really am going to focus more now on the first half. Part of why I like the double result is I'm only asking Buffalo to win and Buffalo to lead at halftime. You could see, them just, let up a little in the second half of this game. So I'm going to go with Buffalo first half minus 6.5, minus 105. So Buffalo minus 6.5, minus 105 first half, come out strong. And I'm also going to go with the team total for the first half on the Bills as well. Team total, Bills first half team total over 12.5 at minus 110.
Both bets make a ton of sense. A ton of sense as the information has come in throughout the week. They both make a ton of sense. You know, they make so much sense that I think I may join at least on the Buffalo first half.
Jets haven't shown me an ounce of care for weeks. Why start now?
No, it makes sense. Do you think is there any fear that you only get even if it's Trubisky though, if you get the one drive to cash it?
Yeah.
I mean, even if Trubisky comes in at that point, I think that we should be fine. If you get that one,
well, I've seen out of this Jets defense, even Trubisky, I think, can move the football. You know, nice short throws, let him run around a bit. That should be all it takes to move it against this freaking sieve of a team and defense.
Yeah, no, I like it. Let's roll on to your final spot on the board here. We have Morgan Spooner on deck. Bobano, Arizona Cardinals 3-13, 2-6 on the road. They have the LA Rams 11-5, 6-1 at home. SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. If you were watching the board as the Seahawks-Niners game went on, you will see that the line was moving very quickly as it looked like the Seahawks were going to take care of business. That meant the Rams have the opportunity for the 5th seed, and the Rams line exploded. We have this total opening up at 50. And it's now 47.5. It got all the way down to 45. That was when there was questions. Now, we heard from McVay all week saying that starters are going to play, but still, how long? What was the need for it? Now things are a little different. We have the minus 14, so we're right back from Wentz. This opened up at 14.5, and this got all the way down to a flat. It wasn't quite a flat 7, almost a flat 7. -7 at minus 115. Now we're back at 14 or 14.5. Just a monstrous move there. From the cash flow perspective, 90% of the tickets, 89% of cash on the Rams, 53% of tickets on the under, 57% of cash on that under. And the injury report, it's actually kind of clean for the Cardinals, wildly enough. I mean, they got a bunch of guys on IR, but Evan Brown is out, personal reasons, lineman. Outside linebacker Josh Sweat's questionable. They certainly need him out there. Quentin Lake out. You know, the whole idea was that he would be ready to go for the playoffs. We did think he'd play a little bit at the end of the year, but he's not. Kevin Dotson out, a lineman. Josh Wallace, cornerback, is out, but the rest are supposed to play. Take it away, Ian, your last game on the board.
And that makes all the difference in the world. What happened last night, Seattle beating San Francisco, because now the Rams can move up and get the number 5 seed with a win here instead of the number 6 seed. And they'll never say this publicly, but what would you rather do? Take a shot with the Bears and the Eagles and stay as the number 6 seed on the road next week, or go to the number 5 seed and take on the less fortunate of the NFL, the NFC South winner, Panthers or Bucks? Take your pick. Yeah, you'd rather have Panthers or Bucks, clearly, if you're the LA Rams. So like I said, I think he probably was going to pull back had San Francisco won last night on this notion that the starters are going to play for the full game. Now it changes quite a bit now that 5 seed can be attained here for the LA Rams with a win. So I'm going to go Rams team total over 30.5 here, minus 120, because I don't think if they come full bore, and I think they will with Stafford in the offense, Arizona's powerless to stop it. Like, their defense it's a combination of they're just not good, they're injury riddled, and there's been some quit factor in the Cardinals defense. Again, last week, it was just way too easy for Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals against that defense. So the Rams, I think, can get 31. They got 45 against Arizona earlier this year in Arizona, and I like the full game over as well in this game. I will tack that on over 47.5, minus 110. Because Brissett keeps chucking that football down the field, and suddenly this Rams team, they're giving up 30 points regularly here these last few games. So I think Arizona chips into the point total as well. So Rams team total over 30.5, minus 105, and also Arizona Rams over 47.5, minus 110. You're muted again.
What the? Oh, there we go. Boban, sorry, that was actually on me. There was some children making loud sounds. Bobano, what a performance you've put on this season, man. Again, like the giant numbers I love, but the consistency is what really I've been impressed with. Saints plus 3.5 and the over 43 in Saints Falcons. Bengals team total over 27.5 and the over 45.5 in Browns Bengals. Giants plus 3 and the over 49 in Cowboys Giants. Over 46 Jacksonville team total over 30.5. We have Patriots first half team total over 13.5. The over 38.5 in Commanders Eagles. Buffalo first half minus 6.5, minus 105. And first half team total over 12.5, minus 110. I'd like to get involved in that Buffalo first half here. I really like the look. I really like the look. Rams team total over 30.5 and the over 47.5 in Arizona. LA Rams is Ian Cameron's week 18 card. He's been here every single week starting week 2. I mean, Scott, not only consistent with your action, but you've been on time every single week. You've just been an absolute all-star, and I thank you so much for it, Ian. Please support Ian's shows. Support Hitting the Books YouTube channel, NBA OG show, and the Ice Guys, and support him on X. I'm going to put his X handle here in the chat. Ian, tell us what's going on this week ahead for you, my friend.
Yeah, it's the Ice Guys 7 days a week NHL betting show, of course. Monday to Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, Saturday, Sunday, noon Eastern, NBA OG Crew betting show, Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific with Ski, Dutch, and Wham. And, of course, Connor Mack and me with Hitting the Books, now turning to college basketball mostly. But we do have our college football semifinal playoff preview show tomorrow, Monday, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. So tune into all of that. Good luck to everybody. Make some money this final Sunday of the regular season. Good luck to you guys in the chat. Good luck, Jimmy, as well. We'll see you again during the playoffs.
We will. There he is, Ian Cameron. We bring on our next guest, currently ranked 6th out of 33 cappers here, 26 and 21 plus 2.23 units. We haven't had him on for a couple weeks. We miss him. We got Northeast Ohio in the house. Star of walk-off wagers here on Pub Sports Radio, as well as our Thursday Betting with the Bag shows. He is our college basketball expert, also one of the stars of the Sauce Network. Please welcome our friend Morgan Spooner to the show. Spoondog, what's happening, man? How are you?
I'm doing pretty well, Jimmy. How are you guys?
I'm pumped up, man. I'm pumped up. I'm excited about closing up the season here. We have our guy, Morgan Spooner. We are tied here with 47 points, tied for 8th in a contest where the top 7 get paid, Morgan.
I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that fact going into this week, but that makes it better.
Top 7, Spooner. The top 7. You better have a monster week ready to attack, my friend. Spooner, let's get to work here. 1 p.m. Eastern, your card gets started with Cowboys Giants. We've already set this game up. How are you getting paid?
I'm on the Giants plus 3.5. I think this is a really nice spot to get on a Giants team. Still has a little bit to play for at the end of the season here. We talk about just like where this team sits in week 1 versus the final week of the season. This team has been dog shit for the better part of the last decade. I think there was more excitement in this Giants season for Giants fans than you could have in any of those last 10 years. And I think you can go out here with a bang with a banged up Cowboys team coming in. I think this is a spot where the Giants find a way to win this game, get a little bit of excitement for the home crowd. They've already shown that they really don't care about winning versus not winning for those picks there at the end. So I think this is a spot where they get one win versus a rival and just hang that up there. I don't know what the coaching situation is going to be like next year. I imagine there's going to be a lot of turnover. So I think everybody would like to go out on top here.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I mean, the line has followed suit, coming all the way down to 6. Now it's a flat 3. Spooner has put all of his action out on X. I will pop his X handle here in the chat. You must follow our guy Spooner. That's game 1 on this card here. That is the Giants plus 3.5 at minus 112. We move on to your next spot on the board. Indianapolis Colts at the Houston Texans. These Colts 8-8, 2-5 on the road. Texas 11-5, 6-2 home at Energy Stadium in Houston, Texas. It was fun watching as our man Deacon Mike called him, the Pillsbury throw boy, Phillip Rivers, get his little run. I enjoyed it immensely, and I have newfound respect. I think it waned for whatever reason in the last few years of his career, but I really loved watching Phillip Rivers. No longer do we have that opportunity. It is Riley Leonard going to be at quarterback here for this one. I have moved on Texans first half and full game, and I'm a little nervous about it. This line has not moved. It started moving here, last night to an 11, but it's come back to a 10. I'm nervous about it. From a total standpoint here as well, we have a 37.5, very low total. This one is just dropping and dropping. This was a 39, flat 39 at 7:30 this morning, and now we're at a 37.5. It actually got down to 37 before there was a little bit of buyback. We get to the cash flow here for Cowboys, Giants. We have 54% of the tickets and 63% of the cash on the Cowboys, and yet this line just continually moves towards the Giants. 56% of the tickets on the over, 70% of the cash on the over. We haven't set this game up yet, so let's touch on the injury report for the Colts. Sauce Gardner out, Will Mallory out at tight end. I don't know how big of a deal that is. Daniel Scott is out at safety. Sauce Gardner being the issue. Kamari Lassiter out for the Texans at cornerback, and then we have Nico Collins out as well. So Nico Collins, isn't even on this injury report, and yet this injury report came out last night, and he's out now today. Jamal Hill, linebacker, is out as well. Trent Brown, the tackle, is questionable, and it's unclear how long, if he plays, and how long he will play if he does. Take it away for us here, Spooner. Colts Texans.
Yeah, I really like the market in this game, how it sets up. We currently have 82% of the tickets on Houston and 92% of the cash. That is set like that for the majority of the week, hitting as high as 95% of the cash and tickets on them. This line opened 9.5 at circa, went up to 10, got to 10.5, all the way up to 11 at one point. It's currently sitting 9.5. I like how that sets up as well. Just the current bombardment of Houston cash, and no the next key line move there would be that 13.5 to 14, and they never even flirted with that with all that cash coming in. So that means that they were very comfortable taking it. They didn't have to really worry about taking in any Indianapolis cash, but apparently some came in that it made it move back down to a 9.5. I like how this sets up a lot. I have the Colts plus 10.5. Paid a little bit of juice for it. Oh, no, I didn't. Minus 102.
Yeah, I agree. I think this market sets up very nicely for you, and I should be concerned. I think it sets up very nicely for you. Let's roll into your next spot on the board, the Chargers, Denver Broncos. We haven't set this one up either. We have Empire Field, Mile High, Denver, Colorado. It's been wild watching the weather this year in Denver, Colorado. It's been spectacular. Every single game in the winter, the dead of winter, it's been absolutely gorgeous. It's just been wild, and it's no different here. The weather is spectacular. 68 Fahrenheit, partly sunny, 3 mile per hour wind. So we haven't seen the other side of the wind at Mile High. Line history wise, we have this total at 37.5. It opened up at 39, got up to 40, dropped down to 37.5, and has stayed there. It dropped down to 37.5 on Tuesday. From a spread perspective here, we have a 14.5 for the Broncos, a minus 14.5, minus 105. They opened up at -8, dropped down to 6.5. This was a 6.5 too on Sunday night, Monday morning. Then the news that Trey Lance would be starting. And the news didn't really make sense to me that it was that huge of a deal. I moved on the Chargers, a team total over 12.5. At minus 112. I just really, it's such a low total, such a big dog. Like Trey Lance is going to be terrible. I don't want to put too much stock into the preseason or anything, but he certainly has been looking better. Omarion Hampton is out for the Chargers. Bradley Bozeman, concussion protocol, the center. I don't see why in the world he would return for this. And then Dre Greenlaw out for the Broncos here. Reed, another linebacker, is also out. Take it away for us here, Spooner, Chargers, Broncos.
Really think the line movement in this game is pretty interesting. We had sevens open across the board for the original opening line. We're now sitting with 14.5 just about everywhere. I think we've faded this line every single time we've seen a line move 7.5 points for any reason, whether a man with a limping in a wheelchair was going to be starting at quarterback. I think 7.5 points is always going to be a spot I look to fade in these major markets because it's just never that wrong. I have the Chargers 14.5. I really like this. I wish I got it a little better number, but I have minus 118.
Yeah. We're on a similar spot here. I imagine if you cash, I should cash. Vice versa. Chargers plus 14.5, minus 118 here for Spooner. Final spot on the board here is Jets Bills. Highmark State, Orchard Park, New York. What a line. You just timed this absolutely perfectly, Spooner. Take it away here and tell us what's up.
I knew we were looking at the last week in NFL here. So on the first and the second, I was like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to find all my spots for NFL this week. And I had just spent so much time with college basketball. It was a nice low spot. This is the most disgusting card I have found all week, and the only two spots I liked were the Bills and the Giants. Sitting there watching that line bounce all the way down to 7. I thought both of those lines were going to continue to move. The Giants line didn't move all week. This line bounced back up to 10, but paid the juice for the 7 after watching a lot of the sharper books move to 7.5. Got it there on Hard Rock on the 2nd, so just 2 days ago. And it sat there with the 7 for quite a while. I just think this is a Buffalo Bills team. We've heard it that the starting quarterback is going to take some snaps today. I don't expect him to play the entire football game, but the Jets are awful. The backups for the Bills should be able to win this game by 10. I think a 7 is an absolute joke of a number. We talk about every time we've seen these lines move past 7 points, past 5.5 points. Like, it's never right. This opened 13.5. It got all the way down to 7. Some books opened this 14.5. It got all the way down to 7. Whenever I see those giant line moves in this like major sort of market, I'm always going to take the opposite side of it. And generally, you don't get this much line movement back. It doesn't make me more confident as I would be if I just spotted this line in the first place. But I think the Bills will find a way to win this game very handily.
Yeah, I imagine that will be the case. The Jets just wanting this high draft pick as possible. This line's moving fast. I just pulled up 365 and a couple offshores as well to see where the best first half. The 365's got this -12 now for the Bills and -7 juiced for the first half. So line's moving quickly towards these Buffalo Bills. We have Spooner on the Bills -7 at -120, the Chargers plus 14.5 -118, Colts plus 10.5 -102, and the Giants plus 3.5 at -112. Spooner, last couple Thursdays have been holidays with Christmas and New Year's Day, so we haven't had you rocking with us in college basketball. I can't wait till we get back in business here on Thursday. I love it. I'm so pumped up with college basketball right now. I had a monster day on our show on Friday. Is there any spots that you're looking to attack on today's college basketball card?
I've only moved on a few spots. I was kind of like back and forth on line movement. It's a pretty terrible card. The early game that I have moved on is Richmond. I really like them today. Also looking to fade Manhattan. They just had a huge win over Quinnipiac. Quinnipiac had one of their best players out. Double coaches teed up in the game. Very exciting thing. I think it's a huge letdown spot. You hit the road, play a really weird Merrimack team. That zone just throws everybody off kilter. And those are the only two spots I moved on right now. Or Merrimack, I don't have the number in front of me, and the Richmond number is 2.5. There's 4 or 5 other games kind of looking to finish this NFL season out strong, though. So good luck today, everybody, as always. And just one last thing, like, these major markets, they put so much work into that opening number. Like, for it to move 7 points is always a ridiculous thing. That the work put in to get that opening number is always 10 times more than the work that the people put in that are trying to move these numbers are putting in. It should always regress back to that opening number at the end. And I think that's a really telling sign in all these big markets. You can't do it in college basketball, but you can in NFL.
Oh, I love it, Spoons. I love it. I love the wisdom. Love the action. You've been great all year long here on NFL Pub Up. Thank you for all your hard work. I put Spoons' X handle here in the chat. Catch him here on Pub Sports Radio or on the Sauce Network and support our guy, Morgan Spooner. Spooner, great work, my man. Any last words for the Capper supporting the show?
No, good luck this week. Let's all go get that cash. Jimmy, I hope you like 8th place. I don't like 8th place. There he is, Morgan Spooner. And by the way, that fucking Manhattan banger was the corner of Taint and Bag Boulevard. Manhattan went way down too, so you could get in live at a huge price. It was fucking glorious. 10-2 in college basketball. I went on Friday. Let's roll on to our next guest here right now. Love watching this man work. It's perfect timing because we got Big Show in the house. His first game is the Lions game. We have the $1,000
Harbor Acres Cottages perfect week bonus heating up. Both of our leaders are at 3. Nut Flush Allen is at 2. There's a couple campers at 2 that could get into that $1,000. But we here at Pub Sports Radio have a big thank you to Harbor Acres Cottages in beautiful Nova Scotia, Canada, for supporting and backing up and creating this big, beautiful bonus for our cappers contest. Let's bring on the man who is behind Harbor Acres Cottages, currently ranked 10th out of 33 cappers. He's 17-17, but he's plus 1.50 units. And if you watched him work on our live streams, you know he's always after those plus money spots. Please welcome our friend Salty Pete to the show. Salty Pete, how are you, my man?
Jimmy, good to see you. Good morning, good afternoon from Nova Scotia to everyone in the chat as well. It's been a season. It's been a year, man. It's been fun rolling along and seeing all the cash and all the winning. It's, look at, you're just on the verge of 20 units on the season. You know, it's been great to see all the winning this year. Hey, congrats on the 10-2 in college hoops the other day. That's a great number. Hey, do that every weekend, man. You'll be happy by the end of the season.
Very happy. Also, if I can get out of 8th place, no one wants to be the bubble boy in the cappers contest here. Bubble boys, Spooner and I tied for 8th here. Let's get right to work. We start with the Lions and the Chicago Bears. Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. 29 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 3 miles per hour is the winds. And we have not set this football game up. So let's quickly do that here. This is the main game that Salty Pete is focusing on. After this, we have a 3-leg teaser, so we won't break down the individual games. We'll just hear how he put the teaser together. But this is the main game here. We have 3 bets on this game. The Bears are now minus 4.5. Well, that makes sense. You know, I did not understand this opening line at 2 for the life of me. And you know, as Troy was confident on the Bears, this line, you know, maybe you talk about how it's based on the statistical profile of the team throughout the season and all of that, but still, it made no sense with nothing on the line and a possible 2 seed for Chicago. This total is a 51.5. It opened up at 48.5. We've seen this total climb. Cash flow wise here for Lions Bears, we have 53% of the tickets, 52% of cash on Chicago, 52% of tickets on the over, and 59% of the cash on the over. And it's all systems go at this point here for these Lions. Now, Anzalone is out, concussion and personal. Thomas Harper, safety's out. They've had issues with their secondary all year with injuries. Aleem McNeil, defensive lineman, important one, is out. Big boy. Penny Sewell, tackle, is out. So these are important losses. Awasika is sick. They really need him to play. Whether or not Taylor Decker, they got Mahogany and Manu. They have 4 linemen here questionable. Amon-Ra St. Brown questionable. And it's just defensive end Tryon Shoyinka out for the Chicago Bears. Take it away, Salty Pete. 3 moves on this game. Floor is yours, my man.
I don't believe the weather forecast. That's my first look. It's Chicago. It's going to be below freezing, and it's going to be after sundown. I think the winds are going to pick up, and I think that translates well into Jared Goff being in the pocket and being, you know, their game plan is to throw the ball. I know they got a pretty good run game when they got the guys on the field to do it. And with the injuries from the Lions, I'm not quite so sure that they have that today. The other thing is, I know they're divisional rivals, but it's still an indoor team going to play outdoors. I think that matters. Chicago's got an elite run game, and Detroit's 4th. If you look at the season, Detroit is ranked 4th in run defense. But with the injuries and with the team dynamic with the losses recently, and I think there's going to be a cold weather factor involved here. So I took 3 looks at this game. The first one was I took under 50.5 at minus 110 for the reasons aforementioned. And I think Chicago is really proven to be more than what everyone thought they could be, both from a quarterback and also a head coach play design consideration. So I think they're gonna keep the ball on the ground, and I think they're gonna do their best to hit Detroit as hard as they can. So I took Chicago over 1.5 rushing touchdowns in this game, plus 170 on that look. And then who else to touch down that ball in a rush other than DeAndre Swift? Anytime touchdown for DeAndre Swift minus 115.
It's an interesting take on the weather, and I dove a little deeper, and you could very well be right here. Did I lose it now? I had it up here, but you could, in fact. So it's going to get up to 3 and then to 5 mile per hour winds at 7 p.m. This game will still be going on, and that's when snow showers and 9 mile per hour winds, going up to 10. So it's an interesting take. I thought that I'd been going off at how mild the weather was going to be, how mild the weather is going to be. JJB says perfect Chicago weather, not going to affect the total. It's almost shorts weather. That's true, but what Salty Pete is talking about could very well come into play, especially late in the game here. So Chicago, Detroit under 15.5 minus 110. Chicago rushing touchdown over 1.5 plus 170. Swift anytime touchdown minus 115. Then we get into the teaser here. This is a 3-leg teaser at plus 140. You're taking 3 games and moving on the unders. Take it away for us here, Pete.
Yeah, Jimmy, I just I wanted to get on a final week 18 plus money teaser here. So I took the Chargers game under 44.5. I took the Buffalo game under 44.5, and I took the New England game under 52.5. Everyone touched on the reasons. They just went the other way on the totals. I think, not into too much detail, but I think New England welcoming a divisional team up to the East in January is not going to go well, especially one I think's given up. I don't see scoring. I don't see a lot of scoring in these 3 games. That the unadjusted total kind of suggests that only one team in all 3 of these games is going to score. So I like that 3-point or 3-leg 7-pointer there, plus 140 on those 3 put together there, Jim.
That is the Chargers under 44.5, Buffalo under 44.5, and Patriots under 52.5 at plus 140. And then we have the triple up in Lions Bears, Chicago Detroit under 50.5, Chicago rushing touchdowns over 1.5, and Swift anytime touchdown at minus 115. I know that you have been rocking our live streams on Thursday and Monday, but this is the big hurrah tonight, Pete. This is the big hurrah, man. Take a nap, rest up, and I don't want to force you to join us on a Sunday night. I know it's a busy Monday for you, but man, it's a big, big game, and I will be messaging you in a few hours.
Yeah, great. I mean, if there's a slot, I'll definitely pop in. It's a big one, and looking forward to it, Jim.
It's a huge one. Salty Pete in the house. The Heartbreakers Cottages perfect week bonus coming down to the final week. It was Salty Pete's idea to switch it from what we did last year, and that was a great idea. This has added so much more fun and excitement. A big score courtesy of Heartbreakers Cottages. Right now, it is the Earl brothers against Luke Burrow from Australia. It's fun to see these guys battling it out here for great. One final week. Salty Pete, any last words for the Capers Morton Show?
I guess just one thing I wanted to mention on what Spoon was saying about how much work goes into the opening lines. I've always looked at that as well, and I agree with him. Other than the fact that I wonder how much they are when they post those lines, how much of that work is them anticipating the movement. And so I just and that's something that I always go back and forth on. But anyway, food for thought. Other than that, let's just beat the book, everyone. Let's keep doing it. And thanks for all what you do, Jimmy. And it's been a fabulous NFL season. We look forward to the playoffs. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. Peace, my guy. Cheers to the chat.
There he is, Salty Pete. And of course, we move on to our confidence pool. Signups will be available this evening. Last year, we did it for $50. It's just not enough. We need more in there if we want to care about it. So it's a $100 entry this year. There he is, our guy, Salty Pete from the shores of Nova Scotia. We head south for our next guest, the host of our big UFC live streams. God, it's been a long time without UFC action. I know the boys are champing at the bit to get back in business here. He is also one of the stars of our NFL live streams. He's been crushing it with his SGPs. And we haven't had him on since week 9. Great to have him back in business. Please welcome our guy, Just My 2 Cents in the house. DC, what's good, man? How are you?
What is up, Jimmy? Cheers to you. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody that's been on panel so far. It would not be right last week of the season if I didn't come through, take a toke for the boys. So just have one real quick and I'll get right to it.
Sure,
Cheers, everyone.
sure. Get that smoke in you, TC. Get that. Whatever's going to fuel the winners, get it in you. A sap. There it is.
Yeah, that old Durban Poison land race. Get the gears flowing. Man, I have a couple plays on the game today. As you can see, New England Patriots, Miami Dolphins. It's a really sketchy week. I don't know like the motivation for some of these teams as far as their level of intensity and all that, but I do like this. I can't remember how many times I've bet this so far this year, but I like it today. I think that the New England Patriots are going to score. I think Drake May is going to score through the air, and I think he is going to connect with Stefon Diggs for a touchdown strike. Give me Stefon Diggs anytime touchdown plus 135. That's all I like here on this game.
Diggs anytime touch. Was that plus 135?
Yes, sir.
Plus 135 for Stefon Diggs anytime touchdown.
Because it's tough, like thinking about they have kind of like a running back committee, and all their running backs and tight ends are like plus money to get a touchdown. It could be one of them, but like I like Diggs, man. The Dolphins give up a lot of passing touchdowns. I think Diggs can catch one plus 135.
He's had a hell of a season, showing a lot of leadership. Now he's got some court issues here that he's got to deal with. Always something with Stefon Diggs. He's a star. He likes to be in the press, and sometimes he's in the press for the wrong reasons. Let's move on to the next spot on the board here. Lions, Bears, Soldier Field, Chicago, Illinois. We just heard how Salty Pete is attacking this one. How is Just My 2 Cents attacking this one?
So I can't remember. I have not cashed very many of these this year, so that does not necessarily bode too well, but I really like the Bears to win this game. They're still playing for that number 2 seed. I know the Lions don't have anything to play for necessarily other than spoiler. It's a divisional matchup. I definitely feel a little sketched out about parlaying the Bears, which is what I did. I think that's why the line is what it is. It's under 200 or minus 200. And I put that together as I guess I'll call it the first leg of my parlay. But yeah, I think they're still playing for something. The Lions do not have an incredible defense, and I think the Bears will look to exploit that. I think it being, like Salty Pete said, it being outside, playing I know Detroit's cold as fuck, but they play indoors, so I think that helps. I like the Bears to win this game, so I parlayed them.
Bears are part of so that is a money line, beginning of a money line parlay?
Yes, sir. Bears money line is part of a 2-legger.
All right. Well, let's roll on to the next spot on the board. Commanders, Eagles, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. I got in very early on unders this week. We just heard a Bobano move on an over here the number has dropped about 3.5 points since I bet it. So we can both possibly get that cash. What is TC's plan here for Commanders, Eagles?
Well, much like the Lions, the Eagles and the Lions actually are fighting for that number 2 spot. I think they'll both be watching each other's games closely, but yeah, Tanner McKee starting for the Eagles. I think he's going to have a fucking day. The Commanders have an atrocious defense, particularly their secondary. It's god fucking awful. I know they're resting starters and they have a backup quarterback. I don't think it's going to matter. I think the Eagles are going to fucking trounce them. And the Eagles are the anchor of my parlay. So give me the Lions and the Eagles, Jimbo, plus 137. That's my 2-legger.
Now that was the Bears, right?
Excuse me. Bears, Eagles, plus 137.
Plus 137. Bears, Eagles, moneyline parlay for TC. Now we get to our Sunday nighter. You will be, I hope, joining us for a massive, massive football game here at Acrisure Stadium, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 27 Fahrenheit, cloudy, 2-mile-per-hour winds. Interestingly enough, this is our first time discussing this game here on today's show. Yes, and now we will be discussing it with almost every other capper throughout, but it's not come up through our first 3 guests. So let's set this one up. This is as big as it gets. TJ Watt will be back for Pittsburgh. This total is a 41.5. It has jumped up from the 40.5 that it was at for the last 36 hours. It's interesting because usually I would be on an under in a game of this magnitude, and I'm not at this point. I don't mind going up against this move. So I have interest in the under. I have futures on the Ravens, and I've been very hesitant to bet them here, just because I do want these futures to all be live. I don't want to compound losses here. But we've seen this move back towards the Steelers. This was a flat 4, a legit flat 4. And this was a legit flat 4 Saturday morning at 10. Now we're down to a 3. It's not a legit 3 quite. The Ravens are minus 120. The Steelers are plus 100. But now all of a sudden we've only had a 10-cent move to the Ravens. Lamar Jackson, of course, in cash flow wise here for our big Sunday nighter. We have 58% of tickets, 60% of cash on Pittsburgh, 75% of tickets on the under, 55% cash on that under. Here we go. The final spot on the board for just my 2 cents. Ravens, Steelers, take it away.
Man, this is a big time game. Don't think I need to state the obvious, but I will. Yeah, dude, it's for all the marbles. And this is a fucking divisional rivalry of the first order, dude. These teams hate each other. It's going to be a very contentious game. It's obviously for a lot, dude. There's a lot at stake in this one. So, like, I don't like it, man. I don't trust the Ravens. I'm going to be rooting for them. They're my wife's team. They're my sweetheart team. But I really don't like the idea of getting on the Ravens side. Gun to my head, yeah, I guess they squeak one out. But I don't know, dude. Like, the Steelers have really, like, just buried a dagger in their fucking hearts, like, more than once in this scenario, I feel like, in recent years. And, like, I don't like that it's in Pittsburgh. I feel like they're probably going to get some black and yellow flags, but I don't know, man. I'm staying off a side. I don't like any totals. I don't like any winners, money lines, any of that. Jimmy, I'm going back to the well. I've done this once. I have done this twice. I feel like I've done it maybe even 3 or 4 times. And we're just sending another pail of water down to that well. We'll see if it comes up dry or not. Discount double check. Give me fucking Aaron Rodgers. 2+ touchdown passes. I think it's, let me double check the line. I think it's plus 146. Or no, excuse me, plus 162. I don't know what fucking line I was looking at. Yeah, plus 162. Discount double check. 2 touchdowns.
You are in business. Just my 2 cents. Rodgers over 1.5 passing touchdowns plus 162. Bears, Eagles, moneyline parlay plus 137. Diggs, anytime touchdown plus 135. All plus money spots for just my 2 cents. And we're all just fucking aching for Locker Room Talk podcast, man. It's been too long since the squads got together, talked about violence. We miss you guys. We need it back in action. I know it's going to be a little while still. How long do we have to wait now?
Well, the feeling is likewise, dude. It's been driving me nuts. I know it's been driving everybody else crazy. I believe the 20th, Tuesday the 20th, is going to be the next time the Locker Room Talk podcast premieres right here on Pub Sports Radio. I think the time is still going to be 6 p.m. I know we moved it a little bit for scheduling, but I'll keep you posted on that. As will everybody else, man. But shout out to all you guys. Make sure y'all tune in Tuesday the 20th for the Locker Room Talk podcast. We'll be breaking down UFC 324. It's a big old event for the lightweight strap, dude. Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett. It's gonna be a big one, dude. Looking forward to it. And thanks again, Jimmy. Looking forward to tonight as well. Let's kick ass, boys. Last week. Let's get it.
I love it. There is our guy, Just My 2 cents. And I imagine that Tuesday the 20th will be our last Bankroll Blitz, because we do something a little different for the Super Bowl. Of course, Troy will be involved in it, but I believe that will be our last Bankroll Blitz. So I think that makes sense for you guys to take over our time slot, that 8 p.m. I think it's probably the best time slot for you guys. So whatever works. Just my 2 cents in the house. Let's bring on now. I did just move on Bills first half -7, minus 115. I could have got minus 113 offshore. I just sent it in minus 115 to do it quickly, but a little nervous about the number I got and all that, but that's that. I'm in. Let's bring on our next guest. This next capper has never had a losing show with us. He has made his debut here on season 5 of NFL Pub Hub. I've capped with him for a long time, man. I've seen this man work, and he's very, very talented. Now we get him on camera with us. He's joined us week 3, week 8, week 13, and week 16. He is 13 and 10 plus 4.24 units. Another capper who's been a model of consistency. Let's keep it going. The drive for 5 straight winning shows taking place right now in Windsor, Ontario, right across the Detroit River from Detroit City. Please welcome our guy, the Big Mastro in the house. Big Mastro, what's good, man? How are you? I think you might be muted, my man.
I'm good, Jimmy. How are you?
Good. I know you were sick last week. I wanted you on. It's great. Are you back in business? You healthy? You feeling good?
Actually, I'm just still getting over it, but I feel better.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, my man. Let's get right to work. We got to work quickly. Big Master is attacking 6 games. We're going to be fine. I'll handle the time. And I know that you do work quickly when we have these breakdowns. So take it away. Cowboys, Giants. We've already set this one up.
I'm just going Giants money line.
Thoughts behind it?
They're just playing. They're trying. The Cowboys, they're not trying.
It does seem that way. And
they got a young quarterback. They want to get him reps.
Let's get you this money line here, the best money line available. I'll look at a couple different spots here, but at this point, the best one I can find is a +1 of 41. I'll take a look at a couple other ones as well, but +141 is the best one I can find at this point for the Giants money line. And that's another thing Big Mastro has been doing on these shows here. This is now his 5th appearance with us, but he's been bypassing the points and taking the money line. A la Wine Time Sports does the same thing, and both cappers have made it work. Dolphins Patriots is our next spot on the board. Gillette Stadium. Our guy Nasty Nate on his way to the tailgate right now. How are you getting paid here?
I like the Patriots first half and then double result.
All right, let's get it. Talk about the reasoning behind it.
Oh, they're gonna let Drake May play the first half and light it up, and then just cruise with a big lead.
Let's get the lines here. So the first half for the Patriots. Now I did a similar thing with the team total over, but maybe I should have just simplified it and only taken the Patriots first half. The 7s are somewhat expensive, and I think we'd prefer the 7 here rather than the 7.5. Is that fair to say?
It doesn't matter. You can take 7.5. That's fine.
Well, let's just give you the option. Then here we go. The 7.5. I can get you a 7 at -125 or a 7.5 at -110.
Let's do the 7.5 -110.
Okay, then I think I should be able to beat that 7.5 at -110 if that's what you want. Let me just quickly. Yes, I can. I can get it -105. Okay, so minus 7.5 for the Patriots first half, -7.5, -105, which then takes us to the double result. Let's just quickly grab the double result. I'm going to pull the double result here from 365. The Patriots double result is. It's expensive. It's -230.
You know what? Let's just do Patriots full game then.
Okay. The
-13.
Stand on biz. Respect, my man. Love capping with you. Let's get this full game here for the Patriots. Yes, flat -13 at -115. Okay, so Patriots -13, -115. All right, we got Big Mastro cooking again, going for the drive for 5. He's gone 4-0 on winning shows here with us. Next up is Jets Bills Highmark Stadium. We've already set this one up. How are you getting paid?
So I like the Bills first quarter, first half on the points, whatever they are.
Okay.
And then I have a weird prop in this game.
All right. Well, while I'm line shopping for first quarter, first half, I know that the best I could find before was -7 on the first half and -113. I will keep looking here. But while I'm line shopping, talk to us about the prop.
The prop is no interception by Josh Allen.
Yeah, who knows how long he'll be in there. Josh Allen under a half interception. What's that pay?
I don't care what it is. The Jets haven't forced one interception the whole year, and they're not about to today.
So let's grab it here. I fear that.
And that's an NFL record too. They
Yeah,
go
it's
16
crazy.
games without getting an interception.
Crazy. They're not. It's not being offered here.
I figured it would be hard to find.
Yeah, they're not offering Josh Allen props at all.
Yeah, no worries then.
So it'd be something we can look for live if we can get it here.
Yeah.
So we got you the first half for Buffalo, -7 at the -115 that I got, or -113. Sorry, that's available. I took the -115. I was being lazy for 2 cents. And then we have your choice between a -3. Wow, there's lots of numbers. -2.5, very expensive for the first quarter. A -3.5.
Actually, give me the -3.5.
Okay. Wow. Okay, let's grab this for you. The first quarter Bills. So that's +100.
Sounds good.
First quarter -3.5 is +100. First half -7 at -113, which takes us into Lions Bears. Big Master, take it away.
Oh, I'm on the Bears here. -3.5.
The Chicago Bears. This line is moving quickly towards the Bears. I can get the Bears -3.5. It is -124 now. -4 is -116. 4.5 is -107. Which one do you want?
Let's do the -4.5.
-4.5 and -107. This line moving quickly towards the Bears. Talk to us about why you like them.
Obviously, the Bears have had this game circled from the beginning of the year when they got shellacked by the Lions, and they're going to go into the playoffs. They're going to smash the Lions and just play. They're going to be playing the best football they can play. Their coach isn't trying to sit nobody. Trust me, Ben Johnson, he wants to go in on a high note, and there's no higher note than smashing your old coach and going into the playoffs as a second seed.
The Bears -4.5, -107 here. John Butler, we do. Vincent Hawk, Alvin Smith in our chat. Alvin was saying, pushing us towards the Lions, says, but you're right, John, hard to find. Let's roll on to the next spot on the board for you, Big Mastro. That is Commanders Eagles, your plan of attack.
I just like the Eagles here. I'll take the -4. They even with everybody sitting, their second string team is good enough to beat this Commanders team. And I like the quarterback. He's there's a chance for him to make a statement. And Sirianni, any chance to beat a division team, he's going to do it.
Well, let's get this for you here right now, because this line is actually moved. Finally, you're going to get a better line after getting worse lines for all these other spots, Mastro. So for the Eagles, you have a -3 at -115. See if I can quickly beat that, but -3 at -115. Wow, -3, -112. So we have the Eagles -3 and -112. Big Master, that takes you to our Giant Ravens Steelers live stream for this evening. Take it away, your plan of attack.
I like the Ravens here.
And explain why you want to back them.
I just don't believe in Pittsburgh. They've been doing it with smoke and mirrors. The Ravens been battling injuries and whatnot, but they're running the football good. Lamar's back. I feel like Lamar wants to prove a little something here.
I agree. He better want to prove a little something. He better want to prove.
There are a lot of rumors that he was falling asleep in practice and in the film room and film study. So
We have MMA Locker Room on Lamar over 1.5 touchdowns, as well as Henry over 88 and anytime touchdown over 1.5 passing touchdown there. We have the Ravens. Now you have a choice here. Do you want the Ravens -3 at -120? Do you want them 3.5 at +102?
3.5 +102.
Ravens -3.
Even though these games usually fall on 3, this will be the one game where it doesn't. Is Metcalf playing, or is he?
No, he's suspended.
Yeah. So there's no chance. Without him, their offense doesn't move.
Big Mastro in the house. I'm going to pop your X handle here in the chat. The drive for 5 straight winning shows for Big Mastro. He's never come on here and had a losing show. Not going to start now, week 18. Let's get this here for you, Big Mastro. Thank you for your hard work, man. Hit that link. Support our guy, Big Mastro. Big Mastro, any last words for the Cappers supporting the show?
I hope everyone gets paid today, and we're getting ready for the playoffs.
Go. Let's go. Big Mastro in the house. And Big Mastro, as in the history of us working together, he is a first quarter NBA specialist. Massive cashers he's had in first quarters for Big Mastro. Let's bring on our next guest. He's currently ranked 3rd out of 33 cappers here in season 5 NFL Pub Hub. 14-8 plus 8.92 units. We got Callie in the house. Star of the Prime Cut play of the day, star of the Surf and Turf play of the day, Mr. Exotic. Please welcome our guy, the Sweaty Butcher. And Sweaty Butcher, what's good, man? How are you?
What's up, guys? I'm good. Jimmy, how you doing today?
I'm good. I'm hopeful, man. It's there's a lot on the line for everybody, whether it is our action for week 18, pools. It's just there's a ton on the line here. I'm pretty pumped up about it. I'm really excited about tonight's game. Take it away, though, for a Sweaty Butcher. We start with Saints Falcons. Now, we haven't talked about this game since the very opening game. This was the opener. Oh, no, I think Spooner hit it too. No, that's right. It's just the opener, just from Bobano. So Bobano came on and gave us Saints plus 3.5 and the over 43. We haven't talked about it since. Take it away for us, Sweaty Butcher. How are you getting paid at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah, I'm on the Saints side with the Bobano, too. I got the plus 3.5. I like these short division dogs. They've been paying this year. Take a look back at these division dogs at 3.5 or lower. They're cashing. They are cashing. So I'm all over the Saints on this one. I think it's a tight division game. I think Atlanta was a little too high from last week. And this is just a get right. I'm not really a get right spot. Just a dogfight battle. I think for the division game. I'm gonna take the points all day on these guys. So
can I line shop for you? Have you tweeted any of these things out?
No, I haven't tweeted nothing out. No, I don't have no plan this week.
The line's moving towards the Falcons. So do you want the Saints plus 3.5 at -105, plus 4 at -112, 4.5 at -119, or plus 3 at plus 117?
Let's do the plus 3.5.
Plus 3.5 at -105 here for the Saints. Sweaty Butcher, I didn't mean to cut you off. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on with your backing of the Saints here?
No, you're good. That's mostly my angle there with the division dog trends and the and just this last fight. I think the Saints try to hang in there.
You are in business. Saints plus 3.5 -105 for the Sweaty Butcher, which takes us to Soldier Field in Chicago, Illinois. How you getting paid?
Yeah, same thing. Same trend follows this game too. I'm on all dogs today, and I like them. These divisional dogs are fighting. The Bears defense isn't. I don't see the Bears defense holding up the Lions. I think this is a shootout game. I think there's probably quite a bit of points in this game, and I think it comes down to a field goal ultimately, maybe even an OT. I know the Bears are fighting. They want to get revenge in this game, but everybody's on the Bears. Everybody's on the Bears. I don't want to be on that same side as everybody else. So we're going Lions, another division dog, another spot I like to hit. and I think this is another good spot for the dog here.
Lions plus 4.5 at minus 105. Lions plus 4.5 minus 105. Sweaty Butcher, we move next to Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. Sweaty Butcher, the only capper talking about this next spot. So let's set it up, and thank you for talking about it. Now, I imagine that you're going to be on the other side of me. I'm not that confident really in my bet here. I'm on the Chiefs double result. I guess it was just more being just so disgusted in what the Raiders did last week. But this line has been moving towards the Raiders, which tells me that I'm in the wrong. This opened up at the Raiders plus 4.5, got up to a 6. I got the double result at plus money when they were 5.5 point favorites. This has moved back to the Raiders at plus 4, which tells me that maybe Reed doesn't try that hard, or that Carroll has been taking a lot of heat here. I for whatever reason, my dad said that you can only play to 100%. And if anybody talks about anything over 100%, write them off as individuals. And maybe that's a little harsh. But the Pete Carroll quote that he said, and this was just so, I know that we got to be moving quickly here, but Pete Carroll, and this was so funny because I was like, God, my dad already just hates Carroll, and he hated and he loved the fact that Max had to leave the facility because he was so angry. But Carroll said, it was exactly about the meeting with Max. It was exactly like how you would think he would react and how he should, Pete Carroll said. And I agree with him 1,000% on how he responded. And I responded the same way. I get it. We fought our way through it and hopefully came to the right conclusion. 1,000%. 1,000%. God damn. What? And this guy's leading your franchise. The guy who said, okay. So we have Chiefs, Raiders here. Let's set up the line history here for this one. We have the side that we've talked about, but let's talk about this total as well. We're down to a 36, which again, as the volatility drops, the dog becomes more appealing. This opened up at 35.5, got up to 37, and now is a 36. From a cash flow standpoint here for this one, 51% of the tickets, 53% of the cash on the Raiders, 68% of the tickets on the under, 52% of cash on the under. Take it away for us here, Sweaty Butcher. Chiefs, Raiders.
What was the spread split again?
The cash flow, it's pretty 50 here. So we have 51% of the tickets and 53% of the cash on the Raiders. We've seen this big move towards the Raiders. Circa has 53% of the tickets and 58% of the cash on the Chiefs, and they've taken this line from 6.5 to 4. If you were doing this solely on market, you would be running to the window to bet the Raiders. The Raiders. Now, then again, you have to ask yourself, did this go through the 6? And I think, what is the right answer? If this went through the 6, I should probably buy out, but I don't know if this qualifies. It doesn't.
It started at 4.5 or 5.5, I think.
Yeah, so I don't know if it qualifies, but Circa opened up at 6.5 down to 4, so it qualifies certainly at some books. Take it away, my man.
Yeah, well, yesterday when I looked at the market, it was a little more heavy on the Chiefs, but I don't base every play on the market. I do look at it and I factor it in, but I'm on the dog side again here. I'm on the Raiders side. I don't know. I think is Pickett playing today? I believe Pickett's in there today,
and AOC. They're Aiden O'Connell as well. They're going to supposedly be rotating.
Yeah, I like that better than what the Chiefs have going on over there behind center. So, I think this is a bad matchup. I probably shouldn't have money on this, but I think it's a pretty buy low spot here for the Raiders because of how bad this matchup is. I don't think there's a lot of people on it. I'm take the points. This is going to be a preseason game. I could get 5 points from either side. I'm gonna take it. So if the Chiefs were plus 5 dogs, I'd be on that side too. I just want the dog in this fight. Low total, low scoring. It's just gonna be a scrappy, fucking 10-7 probably finished game. So I like the dog again. Give me the points on this one. Give me the Raiders. I believe more in Pickett and O'Connell than I do anything the Chiefs have going on back there. That their backups haven't seen the field in years. So Yeah, give me the Raiders here. I'd take it.
Raiders plus 4.5 at minus 110 for the Sweaty Butcher. So we have Saints plus 3.5, Lions plus 4.5, Raiders plus 4.5, and it takes us to our Sunday nighter, which means that you're on black and yellow.
Maybe not.
Okay, take it away. I want to hear.
So no, I didn't take a side in this one. I made my money with Pittsburgh last week. I'm on the under though. I think this is a straight up playoff game. These guys will be fighting, and these defenses will be out there doing everything they can to stop these offenses from scoring. This is like a NFC West game to me as far as the totals go. I think this goes way under. You could probably catch the live if they score, put up any points in that first quarter, and this total hits anything close to 44, I'd hammer it again. I think this one stays closer down to the 30-32 range. And we just see a straight up playoff fight here. These guys, it's win or get in, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, these defenses are going to show up and show out. And I don't see much scoring in this one. I see a couple field goals and maybe a few tutties, but yeah, I really like the under on this one. This is almost a prime cut. I didn't have the chance to back it up like I normally like to do with my prime cut, so I didn't make it official, but this is my favorite bet on the board.
The total's climbing. I'm so interested to see where it closes, but now we can get you a 42. Under 42 at minus 109. For sure.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the under 40, but I'll take the 42 just to give a little bit of a cushion there on that 41 number.
Sweaty Butcher, you are in business. Currently ranked third out of 33 cappers on our show in season 5. I have
2 add-ons.
Oh,
I have
beautiful.
2 add-ons. Can I do that?
Yeah, of course. Hit us.
Okay. My first add-on is I tease those first 4 plays with a 6.5 teaser at plus 215.
Okay, 6-point teaser, and you don't need to give me the numbers. I'll be able to pull them off here. So 6-point teaser with
It was
those
6.5, a 6.5 teaser.
6.5. Sorry. Okay, I will handle that. A 6.5 point teaser at plus 215 with including the total as well.
Yeah, that's those 4 plays that I gave out. Yeah, I teased them all.
Okay.
And then also I want to add the under to the Colts Texans game.
Okay, touch on that.
This is in another spot. I feel like it's just a straight up playoff type vibe here. I think the Texans are way too powerful of a defense for the Colts to get anything going today. Team total under on the Colts probably I didn't even look at that. I imagine it's kind of low, maybe a little bit too uncomfortably low. So I like the full game under. I got a 38. It's moving quick. I seen it yesterday and I should have pulled the trigger on it. It was at a 39 yesterday. But I think this is low key the same as like that Pittsburgh Ravens game. This is going to be kind of a one side. I think Texans got this game here, but I think their defense is just way too strong for the Colts to put up any points. And I'm not sure with Nico Collins out and Bradley Chubb out. I don't know if there's going to be much points on the Houston side either. I think probably a lot of running, run that clock out, and play some defense, and this game flies under.
Under 38 at minus 109 for Colts, Texans. The 6.5 point teaser on all these 4 spots, and these 4 spots that he's on: Saints plus 3.5, Lions plus 4.5, Raiders plus 4.5, in the under 42 in Baltimore, Pittsburgh. I dropped Sweaty Butcher's X handle here in the chat. Hit that link and support our guy, the Sweaty Butcher. Sweaty Butcher, it's all hands on deck for our Sunday nighter tonight. If you can hang with us, I know you got travel ball with the boys, but if you can, I think you have a break for the holidays. If you can jump on, we'd love to have you, my man.
Yeah, I think I'll be available tonight. I'll hop on.
Beautiful, man. Thank you for what you've done here on the show. Spectacular work. 14-8 plus 8.92 units. Very, very strong. Any last words for the Capper Sporting Show?
No, it's last week of football, guys. Don't overdo it. Don't get too involved in those incentives. Books eat off that shit. I'm telling you, don't get involved in that shit, dude. My homies went down yesterday. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Love it. I love it. There he is, the sweaty butcher in the house. So we just talked with the capper who is currently ranked third. Now we have the capper who's 0.01 units out of fourth, but he is in our top five, plus 4.23 units. He cashed a banger plus 420 last week on a player who he's going back to the well on. I'll leave that suspenseful, but excited to have him rocking with us right now. Currently ranked fifth, up 4.23 units. He's a man who looks for plus money. So he's just 21-25, but we don't care about wins and losses. We care about units won, and he's up 4.23 units here over the course of 5 shows. He has been excellent. He's had 2 of his 5 shows that have been monstrous shows. One, he went up 6.39 units. Another went up 5.41 units. This guy attacks. Please welcome our guy. And he also was a monster on betting with the bag on Wednesday, giving out bowl action. He absolutely crushed it. Please welcome. And then he did it again with the boys on Saturday. Please welcome our guy, Kong's Clips. Kong, my man, welcome. Big Sunday awaits. How are you, my man?
I'm good, Jimmy. Happy New Year, brother. Let's attack. Let's make some money last week of the season. I usually take plus money shots. I'm taking some shots today. Let's get it.
Let's get it. We start with Tennessee Titans, Jacksonville Jaguars. There's only 3 games that Kong is attacking, but he's got multiple bets on each game. So we have 3 different bets here on Titans and the Jaguars. Everbank Stadium, Jacksonville, Florida. We've already set this one up. Take it away. How are you getting paid?
All right, Jimmy. Jacksonville, minus 12.5, minus 115. Tweeted out yesterday.
We're getting some issues with your audio. Is there anything we can fool with? Does it need a refresh, or is there anything? Should we?
You want to back me out and bring me back in?
Yeah. Let's pull them out here. Oh, sorry, we got Jose. Jose can do it. Jose, sorry, man, I didn't mean to get my greasy hands on this. Shout out to Dougie Wise dropping free bands action. All right, let's see if we can get Kong's Clips audio. He's going to refresh and he's going to come up. But Titans Jaguars is where Kong gets started. Then we're going to get into Jets Bills, and then we're going to get into Browns Bengals here. We have lines moving very, very quickly as we are breaking all of this down. But Kong's Clips refreshed. Let's get him back here. Let's hear you, Kong.
Just a second, Jimmy. I'm missing my audio.
Well, it already sounds better. All right, we got to get Kong right, man. Got to get him right. So we are about to hear his plan of attack in Titans Jaguars. He's on side and 2 player props. Yeah, you're better, much better. I love it. Let's get to work. You're back in business. We got Kong's Clips here. We're talking Titans Jaguars. Take it away, my man.
Jimmy, I want Jacksonville minus 12.5 at minus 115. I tweeted out last night. Learned my lesson last week. I got to 12.5. I seen its move this morning. That's kind of why I tweeted it out. They're playing for a home game and to win the AFC. I like Jacksonville here. I'm also on Trevor Lawrence. Anytime touchdown. Plus 200. You can get that at plus 230 now. I love him to find the end zone today. Also played the 2+ touchdowns at plus 2,000. 20-1 for 2+ touchdowns.
You are in business here. Trevor Lawrence, anytime touchdown plus 200. Trevor Lawrence, 2 touchdowns at plus 2,000. Jacksonville Jaguars minus 12.5, minus 115, which takes us to Highmark Stadium, the final game in Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Take it away for us here. This Jets Bills spot, my man.
All right. So I got I moved on the Bills here, Jimmy. They got to show something before the playoffs get here. I'm on the Bills minus 7.5 at minus 110. I know that number's long gone. I did tweet it out last night. I think Buffalo comes in here. They get a big lead in the first half and they coast with it. Yeah, so I think if you want to play the first half too, I think it's good money. But I got the full game at 7.5, and I love the number.
Yeah, thank God we tweeted this out, man. Thank God we tweeted this out, man. Because you crushed that market move, buddy.
Yes,
keep
sir.
rolling. Keep rolling.
Also got Buffalo double result and Jacksonville double result in a parlay at plus 100. I can guarantee you can't get that number anymore. That number's been blown out as well. I was going to be on James Cook 2+ touchdowns, but I can't find any touchdown props for this game. And I think the books are probably smart for that. If you can find James Cook for 2+ touchdowns, go get it. I think they run the ball.
You're right. Oh yeah, here I got him right here. Plus 375.
Where at?
Bet 365.
I will be going to place that right after the show. Put that on there for me too, if you don't care, Jimmy.
You got it. Plus 375. James Cook 2+ touchdowns. The Buffalo double result and Jacksonville double result. A very interesting part of this here, and this can change right now. And of course, this is why we try. But the double result parlays, we haven't had a casher yet. Now the sample size, I believe, is 5 or 6, but none of them have come through. This one, though, seems very strong, and I will be keeping a very close eye to see if we get our first double result parlay to come through. Buffalo double result, Jacksonville double result, both at plus 100. James Cook 2+ touchdowns, plus 375. Buffalo minus 7.5, minus 110. All of this has been tweeted out, except, of course, the line he was waiting for on the James Cook 2 touchdowns, which takes us to our last spot on the board for you, Kong. Browns, Bengals. So we have a side and we have a player prop, and our guy Kong cashed this player prop last week. That was the plus 420 banger. He's getting an even higher line here this week. Take it away, Kong.
Yeah, so last night, Jimmy, when I tweeted this out, we was getting a better line. Plus 600 on Chase Brown, 2+ touchdowns. I took a peek this morning, and that's down to around plus 400.
Perfect.
Beat the line movement there again. So I'm on him for 2+ touchdowns today at plus 600. I'm on him for a single touchdown at minus 115. And I laid the 7.5 with Cincinnati. Cincinnati, I said it last week, Cincinnati's been playing some good ball. I know they don't have a lot to play for, but they're playing. And I like the way Joe Burrow looks right now. I just look for them to run the ball a lot, try to beat this defensive front of Cleveland. Look for them to try to run the ball opposite Myles Garrett. I know he's still looking for a couple sacks here at the end of the season. I just think Chase Brown can find the end zone a couple times here, and I love the number, which is why I played it. That's where I'm at here today, Jimmy.
Oh, I love it.
A bunch of plus money spots. Let's go try to chase Bovano down.
Yes, you are now entrenched in the top 5 here. Our guy Kong's clips. I love the top 5. I love what you guys are doing here. I'm gonna get your pop your X handle here in the chat. Our guy Kong's clips, delivering the goods. What a monstrous performance you gave on Betting with the Bag on Wednesday as well. We had a great week on Betting with the Bag, getting that cash. You were a big part of that as well. That's Kong's X handle in the chat. Please hit that link and support our guy Kong. Kong tweeted out his action just 24 hours before the show and annihilated these lines as well. Kong, thank you for all that you do for us, my man. For real. Thank you. Any last words for the Cappers supporting the show?
Yeah, man. Happy New Year. I love you guys. Let's keep building the show this year. Let's keep making money, man. Books are always trying to beat us. It's our goal to get out there, do the homework, and beat the books. Appreciate you guys for having me on. College football was a success this year, and we're going to do the same thing next year. Go Hoosiers! Kong, I'm out.
I love it. There he is. Kong's clips in the house, which takes us to whom we expect to be our final guest, but we don't see him with his camera turned on. Let's bring on the producer and hear from him, producer Jose Bouquet. Jose, oh, there he is. There, the camera's on. And good God, is it a beautiful shot that our next guest has. We have 2 guests left in business, and I'm excited to our final week 18 of the regular season. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on Pub Sports Radio. Chill Will, much love to you, my man. Can't wait to rock with you in San Antonio not long from now. Please welcome our next guest. He is off the grid. You can only get him right here. Off the grid, man. Ranked 8th out of 33 cappers here in season 5 of NFL Pub Hub. 11-11, but the man goes after plus money, and he's up 1.97 units for that 11-11. Please welcome our friend from parts unknown in Florida, Old E in the house. Old E, what's good, man? How are you?
I'm doing great. Let me try to hit the mute on this real quick. I'm getting some text messages coming through. I don't want to blow up the... All right.
Sure.
There we go. I think we should be quiet. Oh, now we're just bouncing around. Hold on. Let me
Don't worry. We're money in the bank, Oldie.
All right, gentlemen. Yoo-hoo, week 18.
As long as we're
Let's
in
go,
your
boys.
hands and you have a rifle nearby, we are
Always, dude. We're always 2A, baby.
1 p.m. Eastern, Old E. New Orleans Saints 6-10, 3-5 on the road. Falcons 7-9, 3-4 home. We're at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. I know that the fun about our group is we all cap differently. We all get after the bag in a different way, and that makes it so much fun. And you have been attacking NFL with great success, a little differently than anybody else. Take it away here for your plan in Saints Falcons.
I kept this one short and sweet. I attacked the Saints first quarter over 0.5.
First
And
quarter.
at the time I placed that, it cost me minus 150. But if you're quick to the whip right now, you can catch it minus 135. So if you do want to take the Saints to score anything in the first quarter, you can get that at minus 135 right now. But I laid the minus 150. It's the line. This is what it's really weird. I usually don't see a ton of. I mean, we're 10 minutes till kickoff. These lines usually settle in kind of nice. I've seen a lot of dancing. I don't know if it's just week 18. Everyone's kind of waking up late from yesterday, trying to figure out where they want to spend their money. I don't know, but I like that one. I like that one a lot. I hope Falcons. I mean, it doesn't matter. The Bucks don't deserve to get in, so if they get in, it's whatever. I just feel like zooming out, like imagine like preseason, like this would be Falcons smash the Saints, right? Like,
oh man,
yeah, this year's just been crazy. So like, I don't have a side or total, but my heart would be like Falcons handle business at home, get this season behind them and start over. But no, I just took the Saints to get down there and get it through the uprights in 15 minutes.
I love it. But Shock here has been a revelation. I mean,
you can easily argue any of these teams down the stretch have been playing way better than like. I hate, how I feel about. I'm not gonna say I hate everything New Orleans, blah blah blah. But like for the division and for the business, like it's way better to have New Orleans. I mean, it's a better market. It just is. New Orleans has culture. Like
it's a great
Carolina is whatever. I mean, like yeah, maybe they do good, but like who really cares? Like I like North Carolina. That's where my boys hunt and fish and shit. So like I love Carolina, but like no one really cares about that shit.
Saints first quarter over a half point, minus 150, which takes us to our next game. But let's give a big shout out to our guy Lil Domo in Maryland right now. Man, it was so much fun rocking with Lil Domo at Pubapalooza 4 in San Antonio. We need Lil Domo back in Texas the last week of March when we need you, Lil Domo. Shout out to our guy Lil Domo. Chill Will. What a great fam you guys have there. The Goracle is adding the Cowboys minus 3.5 at plus 100. Catch the Goracle tonight on our live stream. Old E, take it away. Colts, Texans, your next spot on the board.
Colts, Texans. I was just another one that I don't know. I thought maybe no one else would really want to mess with, so I thought maybe I'd take a look at it. And I found a line I really liked. I'm on the first quarter over 7. I called my cousin up in Houston this morning before I actually laid this bet. I was probably going to do it. I like the 7, catches you a push. Like the books are being like kind of honest with you. But he says the vibes are high. He's like, because I was kind of wondering, I'm like, all the kids go back to school tomorrow. Is this going to be like, it's a 1:00 game? Dude, he says the fucking city's blowing up. Like, go Texans. They're all on Texans. That place gets really loud, which can play to the under, especially in a first quarter. But Dude, Colts defense is good. Like they had their quarterback blew out his knee, but like Colts, that doesn't affect the other half of the team. Like I think there's a real good way that we can catch a 7 here. If it's a 6 because Stroud sucks in the red zone, then that's just life. Like that's just Stroud in the red zone. They can't get it done. But I like the first quarter 7.
And what was
over.
the juice?
I got that at a very nice minus 115.
Minus 115 here for the first quarter over 7. Gorky, thank you for the dono. Joshua Alexander, thank you for the dono. Thank you guys so much for supporting us here on Pub Sports Radio. We have Old E, who's off the grid. You can only get his action right here or in our Discord. In our Discord as well. First quarter over 7 for Colts Texans takes us to our final spot on the board. We have the Jets Bills, and we also have our producer, young Jose Bouquet, who's going to be talking about Jets Bills. And this has been a great season for the New York Jets, so he's pumped up, man. Brady Cook, one more opportunity to see Brady Cook shine. He's really excited. He's got his second Brady Cook jersey as well. He ordered the first one, ordered the second one. Going to be wearing them both, I'm sure, when we have them on next. How are you attacking Jets Bills?
I'm actually doing the exact same thing on this one, but for a little bit different reasons. So I caught a first quarter over 7, and I had to pay a little bit more. That one was minus 125, and I shopped for it. So I'm actually okay. Like that was actually kind of a better number than some of the ones I was looking at. And we're really getting there for kind of the same reasons. Bills at home, they're closing the stadium down. Like if they're going to play starters, we should see some starters at least at the beginning of this game. And then the Jets, dude, no, they just keep giving us this first quarter 0.5 and this first half 6.5, and they do it. The Jets get down the field, so the Jets give me their 3, and the Bills give me 7. I think the Bills go down and get 7 at home in this game. So I love this first. I think there's a lot of ways to get to this. Maybe the Jets do it. Maybe the Jets go down and get me the 7, but I got the 7. It was minus 125 for a post position. I'm good to go on it.
First quarter attacker here, our guy, Old E. He's on the Saints first quarter over a half point, minus 150. He's on the first quarter over 7 in both Colts Texans and Jets Bills. And the man delivers. Our guy delivers. Old E. Again, not going to put an X handle in the chat. This man's not on X. You can find him right here and in our Discord. Old E, thank you for all that you do for us, my man.
2 things I'd like to riff on just real quick. I know we're seconds from kickoff. The Discord, we were talking about this. Texans has a first half total of 13.5 juiced to it's been fluctuating towards the over under. That's a really strong market. The 13.5, you're getting a ton of value on that. Like, I know it's week 18. I don't know if anyone is interested in that number. I strongly endorse the 13s and the 13.5. It's a great number. And then the other game, I couldn't get it, but we were talking about it in the Discord. They were saying there are 13.5s available for the Patriots first half. That would be another great like situational spot. Patriots come out on fire. So if you can find that, I wasn't able to get there. I could only get like 14.5s and 15.5s offshore, but I just wanted to throw that out there about the 13.5. It's a really great number for the first half team totals. So if your book's able to get it, I would recommend sprinkling on it. You're going to get that line usually on average is closing at like 16.7. So depending on the value of the point and the implied probability that you're getting a decent amount of value that win or lose, you're getting value on the number. So I like that 13.5 to the over.
But these 2 spots, nothing official to add on.
Nothing official. It's last week. I didn't want to overexpose it, but I think if for other people that are interested in those games, I just wanted to talk about that real briefly.
I love it, Oldie, my man. Thank you so much for rocking with us. Any last words for the Capper supporting the show?
Dude, thank you guys so much. You all, you know the routine. I'll see you guys in the Discord. If there's an open slot, love to catch you tonight for the 8:00 game.
Love it.
Dude, yeah, just thanks for always throwing me in. Get Jose in here. You got 4 minutes. Cheers, boys.
I love it. There he is, Old E. Let's do exactly what Old E told us to and bring on our guy, young Jose Bouquet, to the telecast here. Jose, my friend, how are you?
Excuse me. We're doing all right. Excited to watch one last week of Jets football.
Yes. And then all the excitement in the offseason with the draft, at least.
That's my Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl every year. That's my Super Bowl. I get excited for the draft, and then everything from there is downhill.
We got to work quickly here. The Goracle in the house. Thank you, Goracle, for the dono. He's on the Stars -1.5 plus 110. Sweden -1.5 plus 130, and Czech money line plus 300. Look at the Goracle attacking the Canucks, man. I love it. The Canadians, I mean, by the Canucks. So Jose, let's work quickly. We start with the Jets game. How are you getting paid?
Yeah, it lost last week, but that does not dissuade us from going back to the well. Can the Jets score one touchdown in the first half? That's all we're asking. One solemn touchdown. Jets first half, team total over 6.5 -120.
It's interesting. I would think that the second half, when the Bills kind of, don't have Allen out there and don't have those players at that. Can you bet a second half touchdown, or is that?
I personally cannot on my books.
You'd have to bet live. Okay.
And plus, the Bills' defense are fraud pussies, anyways. I'm more worried about the offense putting up 50 points in the first half than the Bills shutting down the Jets. Poultry offense. And by the way, no Breece Hall today is going to be brutal.
No Breece is there. We know what fraud pussies are. They're men.
Well, we'll see what happens in the playoffs. I hope they make the championship game personally.
I do too. In fact, I'm still thinking about betting it. The line's gone up. I think we're getting a much better number now because of the root. I'm very interested in betting it. Let's move on to the next spot on the board for young Jose Bouquet, and we head to the Titans game. Titans game is where you are attacking next. We only have a couple minutes here. We've already set this one up. So how are you getting paid in this Titans spot?
Sorry, Sweaty Butcher. I'm on the Incentive Palooza train. Tony Pollard over 68 rush yards here. Titans don't give a fuck. I think they're going to be playing for old Tony to get that numby. And I think, especially in the second half, I think the second half Jaguars will throw in their slapdicks. Tony will want to end the season right. 68 yards, -110 for me. Excuse me, -115.
Over 68.5 rush yards, -115. I loved Sweaty Butcher's thoughts on the incentive stuff. I really loved it. I also loved last week when we talked about how he's going to follow up the perfect week. I love the angles that Sweaty Butcher's been talking about on the show. Let's talk about your final spot on the board here. Saints Falcons. Do the Buccaneers make the playoffs or do the Panthers, Jose?
I think this is the biggest trap game of the day. I think everyone's jumping on the Saints, the Shuck man. But I heard one of my friends say this morning. Go look at the anytime touchdown guys for the Saints right now. Go try to find someone on that list. Dante Pettis is on this team. Like, there's not a soul on this Saints team. The Falcons win this game, and I think they beat the shit out of the Saints today. And the Shuck wagon comes down to a halt. So Falcons, it used to be 3.5, but it's 4.5 now. The line's going up. I think the Saints get their ass kicked today.
Wow. So we can get you the Falcons.
And that's my best. That's my best bet of the day. If you'd like.
Do you want Falcons -3.5, -115, -4, -106, -4.5, plus 102?
Can I have all three? Actually,
yes.
I'd like all three, please. Because
Yes,
I think they beat the shit out of them.
That's completely legitimate here, of course.
Call me Troy Torrance. I learned that move from Troy Torrance there.
Well, look at it. It's tricky here. It's all single unit action, and so it's difficult to get huge scores on games unless you ladder or do things of this nature. You also put yourself in peril, but I get it. Peril, yeah. Falcons -3.5, -115, -4, -106, 4.5, plus 102 for Jose Bouquet. That is our final regular season show of the season. We'll be back in business in the playoffs. Records don't start over, though. You are what your record tells you are. We'll keep bringing on the cappers who've succeeded at the throughout the season and have put in all the effort here. Salty Pete says you got dinner plate areolas.
Yeah, he saw my nipples. He recently saw my nipples.
I guess you're right. I guess your tits do look a little bit like a pepperoni pizza. I never really. I guess you got pepperoni pizza.
Should I
tits.
just expose them now?
No. Please,
We're
please.
talking nipples. You everyone wants to see the aforementioned nipples.
No. We'll. You haven't been pulled from one of our shows in what, a year? A long time.
Well, you guys start talking about my nipples.
Okay, we'll
I
stop
have to
talking
take 'em
about it. We'll
out.
stop. Let's review all action here on the show and then say a goodbye. Good luck, everybody. Jose, let us know if any hijinks happens here off the hop. And Joshua Alexander with Dono for us saying New York Giants plus 3.5. He's going heads up against the Goracle. Let's review all action here. For me, Bengals -7. Bengals double result -115. Overs in Tennessee, Jacksonville. I'm nervous about those. For Houston, first half, Houston full game. Nervous about those. Chargers team total over 12.5. Kansas City double result. Nervous about that. +105. New England first half team total over 13.5 -140. Washington, Philadelphia first half under 20.5. Full game under 41.5. Vikings -7.5. Vikings double result. Packers team total under 14.5. Oh, I'd love that, Joey. I'll be in touch, man. I'll be in touch for sure. No, God. Nate said pull, and I got scared to look up. No, he's got his shirt on. His shirt's on, man. His shirt's on. Nothing to worry about here. And then I added the Bills -7 first half. Let's go over action. Our guy, Justin McKelvey, Stacks play of the day 1 and 2. Stacks play of the day number 1 is Titans Jaguars over 47.5. Number 2, Minnesota Vikings team total over 23.5. Shout out to our guy, Justin McKelvey.
Stacks.
We have Boban. Oh, and Jose, when we do our outro, can you play our confidence pool video one more time as our outro? Thank you. For Bobano, our current leader, Saints plus 3.5 -110 in the over 43 -104. Bengals team total over 27.5 and the full game over 45.5 in Browns. Bengals Giants plus 3 at +100 and the over 49 and Cowboys Giants over 46 in Tennessee Jacksonville. Jacksonville team total over 30.5. Patriots first half team total over 13.5. That's -140 and the over 38.5 in Washington Philadelphia. Buffalo first half -6.5 -105 and the first half team total over 12.5 -110. Rams team total over 30.5. Oh, Rem, come on. Rem, we've missed you, buddy, though. I'd like to see Rem back in business. He's a super fan of yours.
I hope we see Rem at Palooza.
Oh, that'd be dope, man. Rem's the truth.
Helga even's like, it's so funny. She doesn't like mention, our good friend Justin McKelvey, doesn't mention Saturated, Donut Silks. But every once in a while, she'd be like, how's Rem Most doing? Is Rem Most going to be at Palooza? I'm just like, God damn. Rem Most. Made an impression.
Oh, that's so funny. That's hilarious. I didn't know that was in play. Rams team total over 37, the over 47. Oh no, and he's been timed out. Look at Nasty Nate. Nasty Nate on your behalf, timing out for 60 seconds. Plus money in the house here as well. Great to see you guys. Then Spooners on the Giants plus 3.5, Colts plus 10.5. By the way, MMA Locker Room gave us Algier touchdown plus 200. Said last game is a Falcon. He will be a starter for a new team. Chargers plus 14.5, Bills -7. Salty Pete, Chicago Detroit under 50.5. Chicago rushing touchdown over 1.5. Swift anytime touchdown. His 3-leg teaser at plus 140 under in Chargers, Buffalo, and Patriots. Bills and Patriots. So Chargers under 44.5, Bills under 44.5, Patriots under 52. And half.
That's a good rule. It's a good rule.
I didn't know he was talking about his. Oh, okay, I get it now. I didn't. Yeah, okay, I see it. Now.
That's true. Mine are indeed up for grabs, so anyone can come up and grab my nipples.
Yeah. If I see it happen, I will be I'll leave. First off, be disappointed in everybody, and may not return.
And Justin McKelvey asking me how it feels that Rem Most is on Helga's mind every once in a while makes me feel pretty good.
Cock-a-doodle-doo, I guess.
You should. I get called that all the time nowadays. You don't even know the half of it.
Oh God,
you don't even know the half of it when it comes.
I don't want to know the other half. Let me just keep my half. Same game parlay, or sorry, it's not an SGP. It's Diggs anytime touchdown for TC getting his card started. He's got a Bears Eagles money line parlay. I guess nothing crazy's happened in any games yet. 0-0s.
Not to my knowledge. Kirk Cousins is getting sacked as we speak on third down. So
Rodgers
There's
over
that.
1.5 passing touchdowns at plus 162. Supposedly Kirk Cousins was told that Jose was laddering the Falcons, and
this is his last NFL game ever, and he's like, you know what? Let's just go down in flames.
That might be the kiss of death, he said, and then he limped out onto the field for some reason. All of a sudden, he's hurting. Big Mastro gave us Giants money line. Patriots first half minus 7.5. Patriots full game minus 13. Buffalo Bills first quarter minus 3.5. First half minus 7. Who's got the ball in the Bills game? Oh no, the Bills game's at 425. Bears minus 4.5 minus 107. Eagles minus 3 minus 112. Ravens minus 3.5 plus 102. And of course, Big Master going for the drive for 5 straight winning shows. He's never a losing show with us. The Sweaty Butcher, currently ranked 3rd out of 33 cappers here. Saints plus 3.5, Lions plus 4.5, Raiders plus 4.5 in the under 42. He has a 6-point teaser with all those 4 games, and he's got Indianapolis, Houston under 38. Kong's clips on the Jaguars minus 12.5. Lawrence touchdown 2,000. Lawrence 2 touchdowns plus 2,000. Bills minus 7.5. Cook 2 plus touchdowns at plus 375. Buffalo double result. Jacksonville double result. And it's interesting as teasers historically. Now I know that's changing this year. But historically, teasers have been losing proposition here on our show as I've tracked everybody. So has the double result parlays, and I'm looking forward to that for that to be broken. Jam says that the Panthers look horrible. 4th and 28. Oh, wait, Panthers. Okay, sorry. Trip me out there. I'm sure you mean Falcons. Probably mean Falcons there. Cincy minus 7.5. Chase Brown touchdown. Chase Brown 2 touchdowns. Old E has... look at MMA locker room, Titans money line. Imagine if you're right on that one, man. That's incredible. Saints first quarter over a 0.5 point for Old E. First quarter over 7 points in Colts Texans. First quarter over 7 in Jets Bills. And Jose Bouquet laddered the Falcons 3.5, 4, and 4.5. Pollard over 68.5 rush yards, and Jets first half team total over 6.5. And that, Jose, is our 18th and final regular season NFL Pub. We are a little over a month away from the Super Bowl. We have 3 NFL Pub Hubs left before the Super Bowl, it's a different NFL Pub Hub, right? We started a couple hours before the Super Bowl. But this is it. Jose, you've been incredible, as always. No matter what was going on in your life, you've always made sure that this show was ready to rock. So thank you for all that you've done year in and year out. I'll never be able to have another producer. If you ever leave the channel, I'll have to follow you. So don't. Don't leave. Don't ever leave. Don't ever leave us. But
by the way, Jimmy,
yeah,
today is a very important day as well. It's the last friends and family of the regular season, Jimmy. This is to go for the last 2 seasons.
Oh God.
In friends and family today. $30 to win $2,396 today.
And what is your side of it?
My side was Tony Pollard. I probably should have made it the the Falcons. But yeah, I picked Tony Pollard today. We have sack props. We got some Jaden Blue in there, some Woody Marks.
3-0 Vikings, 3-0 Texans.
Yeah, he just JJ McCarthy just tried to run over a defender and got a flag for that too, taunting after. But yeah, you just said it. They got that field goal.
So that's where we stand right now. We have the Titans at the Jacksonville Jaguars 18. We have the Falcons punting.
And by the way, gentlemen in the chat saying we miss baseball, of course, yeah. Jimmy's going to be super excited for baseball this year. Baseball's back in the North.
Yeah, no, I am going to be really excited about it. And you know, we've had a couple of good seasons in a row. They haven't been hugely profitable, but you're betting 800 games and you're in the black, and that's all that you can possibly ask for, I think, in baseball. You offer me a 1% ROI, I jump at it.
Yes.
I scream thank you. And yeah.
It's a battle, especially the roller coaster ride. But I mean,
hated how
living
long
the life up there.
I hated how long it was taking to break down a game. Like it was just getting longer and longer and longer.
Well, that's Jimmy the Bag right there. That's your trademark. So, I can't wait. But I mean, come on, you got some Okamoto in your life.
Oh, we're excited. Our lineup looks fear.
Hopefully,
No,
Ella has a new Japanese favorite player. Who knows?
she doesn't even know about it yet. She's going to, though. She's going to.
Great.
But she's really upset that Bichette's leaving. And when I told her who he's going to play for, she got even more upset.
Whoa.
Dodgers are signing him.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. We'll see. If the Red Sox fuck it up with Alex Bregman, then he will be a Boston Red Sox. But I don't think they're going to fuck it up with Alex Bregman.
I'd rather have Bichette.
I think I would too, but I would rather have the bird in the hand right now. I don't trust Bichette. I need
They're
a
both
veteran
injury
leader.
prone. No. You want the future. You also want him in the AL East because he'll destroy the Jays.
It would be a shame. It would be a shame if that happened. But we'll
I
see.
think he's a Dodger. He's in Dodger blue, man.
By the way, the Titans first and goal. Tony Pollard, unfortunately, catching the ball, not running, catching.
Thank you guys so much. All of you in the chat who've supported our show all year long. Jam, Dizzy, Swiggy. Swiggy, we're so excited about the confidence pool. Thank you for all your hard work behind the scenes to make it all happen. Dougie Wise, LALV, Red Beard T, Salty Pete, Just My 2 Cents, Sancho, MMA Locker Room, Donut Silks, Justin McKelvey, Nasty Nate. Have a great time. Have a great time at the.
I hope the Patriots get fucking body bagged, Nate.
Kelly
Today and
no.
in 2 weeks in the playoffs.
Oh no. Fireside, thank you. Oh, he said Ward may be hurt. Wow, okay. We've got lots of action. I gotta go start sweating it all out. Sweat it all out. This is also the Cappers contest coming to a conclusion here. Good luck to everybody here. Earl Sports Bets up front. Peter Loshak a point behind. F. Donahue and Troy Torrance a half point behind them. 1.5 behind the leader, tied with Cale Reeves, the Reaver. Then there's Luke Burl, Solson, and then Zane Stubbs, myself, and Morgan Spooner all tied for 8th. So we'll see how this all bangs out. Jose Bouquet, my man, thank you for all your hard work. Lead us into the future. And can you jump on with us tonight?
I will let you know because I'm doing something with an older sibling today. So I don't know what we're doing yet exactly.
Okay.
So,
sounds.
Yeah, I don't know what time we're going to be done, but maybe, yes.
Jesus Christ. Was that the most weird? That was the weirdest. That was so mysterious. Hopefully it's a bank robbery.
Well, I haven't. I was in charge of it, and I haven't decided yet what we're doing. So
wow, Colts touchdown.
Riley Leonard
Wow.
on their ass. I'm assuming it was Jonathan Taylor scoring.
Titans touchdown too at 7-0 Titans. Bengals at second goal here. All right. Cash rules everything around us, man. Cream, get the money. Take us home, Jose, my man.
Yep. Good luck, everyone. It's going to be a whole lot of fun tonight on the live stream, whether I'm there or not. But tune in. Great game. Let's go make some money. Thanks, everyone that's been a part. And sign up for the confidence pool. Leche. De los bookmakers.
The NFL regular season is finished. Does that mean that opportunities to make money here on Pub Sports Radio have come to an end? No!
The NFL playoffs are here, and so is the Pub Sports Radio Confidence Pool. $100 to enter, with only 3% going to cover credit card fees. And as always, top 10% gets paid.
There are 13 NFL playoff games culminating in the Super Bowl in Santa Clara, California. 6 games in the wild card round, 4 in the divisional round, 2 in the conference round, and then the Super Bowl, which means you have 13 slots to fill. And you have to decide how confident you are on each game. Now, these picks are straight up. They are not against the spread. Each week, before the kickoff of the first game, you must have your picks in. PubSportsRadio.com. So your most confident bet of the entire playoffs would fill your 13th slot. Your least confident spot, the one you question and you're not sure of, will be the number 1 slot. And you fill in these slots as we go through the playoffs. The capper with the most points, when it's all said and done, wins the confidence pool.
Sign up right now at PubSportsRadio.com.
Get that cash. Get it. Get it.